What's going on, people? What's going on, people? We're back. It's that dude named Dave, and we are in with the Sunday Tap-In. Yes, it is Sunday. So if you guys are part of the live show here, no, this is not AI. You know, this is not a pre-recording. Your boy decided to pull up early. But before we get started here, you know, we're going to do a little bit of house cleaning. You guys see the title. You guys see the thumbnail. We're going to get into a Corey Holcomb today and a little bit of Cam Newton. See, this has been like an ongoing thing, it seems like, since Corey came on his show. So we're going to get cooking, y'all. So just give me a few moments here and we're going to get it going. For my regulars that's going to come into the building here, I know that notifications are not going out, you know? So I'll give it a few moments for notifications, you know, for the Sunday crew. Then we'll get right into it. But as we get started here, let me do my little spiel here, all right? You guys know how you can support the channel. Super chat, super thanks, super stickers, as well as you join the membership groups, y'all. You guys see the ticker? $ that dude named Dave, guys, because you know what? These live streams don't pay for themselves, all right? I need y'all help and support from the family and everything like that. So, you know, throw a little bit of something for the plate here. Don't matter if it's a green plate, red plate, yellow plate, blue plate. It don't matter. It's all the same as long as you guys are supporting the grind. Also, like I said, $ that dude named Dave for the Cash App. I get a bigger percentage of that. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to that as well. Also, if you ain't got no money, you ain't got no dough, but you gotta do some shopping. I've been saying this for every live stream in all my videos the last several months. We are a brand affiliate of Temu. So if you're looking to get your shopping on, you know, you're trying to do your dizzle, you want affordable things or you want nice things, Temu has it for you. If you go in the description box below, we have 2 affiliate links, okay? The first link is for the app. You download the app, your first purchase is 30% off, guys. Also, if you look at the second affiliate link in the description box below, it's a $100 coupon bundle. You know what I'm saying? So the second time you do a purchase, it don't matter if you're on the app or you're on the website there, we got bundles discount for the $100 coupon. So there's many ways to support the grind and support the channel. You can go super chat, super thanks, super stickers. You can go in the Cash App, the ticket there. Once I remove it from the screen, it's gonna be description box below. And also shout out to Temu. Thank y'all for being in the building here. We're gonna get this train rolling here, guys. All right. I just want to let you guys know, shout out to the Ninja Watchers. Okay? Shout out to the Ninja Watchers. You know, y'all cannot be watching. On a Sunday, you could be doing yard work. You know, you could be out with the family. Hey, it is Sunday. You could be out in church right now. You know what I mean? So if you're doing your dizzle, I get it. You're chilling behind the scenes. Shout out to the replay gang. You don't get the notifications. So, of course, you're going to come back. It's like, oh, damn. Dave pulled up on a Sunday afternoon. Yes, indeedy. So shout out to the replay gang. And most importantly, shout out to the AIC, to the tribe that's out here doing the thing, showing support. You know, without you, it wouldn't be the way it is right now. You know what I mean? I see a couple of people in the building right now on this Sunday here. I didn't make no announcement. So, you know, let me go to some of this comment section here and we'll get a little started here. Thank you, Pooh Man. Pooh Man is the best mod in the game here. Like I already said earlier, you can support to the Cash App. Thank you, Pooh Man. You can follow me on Twitter, X. You know how to get down as well. Yo, we be having some crazy conversations. It's a lot of trolls on X, you know what I'm saying? It'd be bad. It's a lot of bad takes on there. But I'll be there talking my stuff, you know? So shout out to Pooh Man, dropping my tweet. You can follow me on there. You can also follow me on IG. Shout out to that there as well. And also, just like Pooh Man saying here, if you're on your mobile device, you become a member through your device browser right then and there. That's why Pooh Man's the best mod in the game. Always showing support and love for your boy here. What's going on, Almond Eyes? Good to see you. Good to see you in the building. What's going on? Derek's in the building here. Derek says, TND Sports Talk, what the hell the Bengals thinking? I don't care about the Bengals, Derek. I don't give a damn about the Bengals, Derek. Sorry. It's not football season, so we don't give a damn. All right? Let's see here. What are you saying, Pooh Man? Derek Gaines, you already got your sports talk with smoking talk. I know. What's going on, Divide? I know, man. I don't know why Derek keep bringing up random sports topics that don't even push the needle right now. You know what I'm saying? You know what pushed the needle right now? Wait, what pushes the needle right now is that Kevin Durant just got traded like literally 5 minutes ago. Yeah, before we get started here, I was literally getting my earbuds plugged in. I was getting my final checks in the setup here, and he is going to the Houston Rockets for Dylan Brooks. Jaylen Green, the number 10 pick in the draft, and 5 second-round draft picks. All right, so I'm putting that out there right now. That's one of the main reasons why I'm coming on early today. If you guys are coming into the building, because Game 7, the NBA Finals is tonight. Shout out to OKC in Indiana. It hasn't been like the media spectrum for like sports and things of that nature, but it's been a damn good series. And for me, guys, I'm not gonna make y'all decide if y'all gonna watch me or Game 7 because we don't get many Game 7s. So I say, you know what? Let me pull up live here, and then I'm gonna be sitting back at a bar somewhere. I might be at my local spot that I kick it at with an old-fashioned watching Game 7, okay? So that's why you're seeing me on early right now. So shout out to the building here. Oh, one more order of the business. Main reason why you haven't seen me only once this week, tomorrow is my daughter's birthday, y'all. Yes, my baby girl Zoe turns 8 years old on Monday, June 23rd. But, you know, because it's on a Monday, we celebrated her birthday over the weekend here, you know, so I was doing some shopping and doing miscellaneous things on Friday. You know, then Saturday we had a little birthday party. You know, she had both her grandmothers there with her. She had her cousins. It was like a small shindig. We didn't do nothing big, things of that nature, you know. So, you know, I spending time with my daughter, you know, she's, you know, turning 8 and growing up right before my eyes. You know, it's just so crazy when you have shorties, you know, and then, you know, you just see them, you know, change, become the person that they are, you know. So just want to send a shout out to my baby girl Zoe, you know. So I want to get this stuff out the way so I can spend some more time with her this weekend, and especially watch Game 7. So that's why, if you guys are wondering, the damn Dave did one live this week. He's back to his normal Dick Nanigan missing shows again. No, that's not it. You know, baby girl got the birthday, you know, so we back in the building with that here. So that's why we're live here as well. What do y'all say in the chat here before we get started here? Is Dave, you see Jim Jones content, clout chasing, and getting into a Shannon over the Nas disrespect? Hey, Divine, I'm debating about doing a live on that this week. Like, I literally have like 4 topics of lives coming up here, because the reason why you didn't see me much this week, because, you know, my regular full-time gig, I was on call this week. So when I'm on call, you know, I got to do a lot of work. I actually got a phone call like at 1 a.m. on Tuesday morning. Yeah, that's what happens when you're on call. Wait, it's like, I missed the phone call. I see the voicemail. I'm like, damn it, work's calling me. So that's the reason why you don't see me when I have to do the regular 9 to 5, right? But Divine, I am thinking about touching that because Jim Jones has lost his goddamn mind. I mean, he's made some good songs. During the time period with the Diplomats, he made the transition of seeing someone behind the scenes to someone able to perform and rap. But to have the damn audacity to say you're on Nas's level, like, there's different levels of comparison that I think I want to talk about that later, Divine. You know, but if we're just gonna, you know, if we're talking about Billboard hits and singles, sorry, Jim Jones, you don't got, Nas got that, right? If we're talking about money, Nas is worth like 9 figures now. He's gonna become a billionaire investor before that man is done here, right? You know, but if we're just gonna go lyrically, the dude is clout chasing, Divine. Plain and simple. The man is clout chasing. It makes no sense what he's talking about here. But I think I want to save my reservations for I talk about that later this week, because I didn't get a chance to see the whole Shannon Sharp engagement, right? Then I did not see all of the back and forth when it was Jada Kiss and fat lion ass Joe, you know, that was in that conversation with him. How the hell does Jada Kiss not say nothing? Like, Jim Jones be talking like the rapper that he is. And yes, he's made some decent songs, but when we talk about skill set and bar for bar, come on, man, let's not do that. Let's not do that. Let me see here. Go down here. Damn, he was traded for a whole roster? No, did y'all hear what I said? He didn't get, that wasn't that much, guys. I don't think y'all heard me. I don't think y'all heard me about that trade there. Hold on, shot. Thank you. Thank you for that happy birthday. Thank you. They overpaid 5 years. It's been how you call it overpaid? Jaylen Green, guys. Hold on. Let before we get started here, let me just state this, and we'll get into Corey Holcomb and Cam Newton, right? But Kevin Durant, right? Houston's getting Kevin Durant. Now you're trading Jaylen Green. I don't know about y'all, right? Did y'all see Jaylen Green in the playoffs? Did you guys see Jaylen Green bed in the playoffs? Right? That's a no-brainer. Dylan Brooks. Wait a minute. Are y'all capping for Dylan Brooks? The janky Canadian? Hold on here. Wait. Jaylen Green and Dillon Brooks are the only two principal players right now, unless in the next few hours we get more details. But for contracts-wise, Dillon Brooks and Jaylen Green. That's a no-brainer. Then you're adding a number 10 pick, right? I believe that number 10 pick was originally Phoenix pick from a previous trades years ago. So they're basically giving Phoenix back his pick and 5 second-round draft picks. I think you guys are overinflating second-round draft picks. I didn't say first round. I said 5 second-round draft picks. I think when you think about it, that's a good deal because those second-round picks are not always going to mature to what it is. The value is first-round picks, guys. The value is first-round picks. You're getting 5 second-round picks. You might can go in Europe and draft a few guys and try to put them in the D League or watch them in those overseas leagues and see what goes on there. But basically, the main core of the deal is the number 10 pick, Jaylen Green and Dillon Brooks. That's a no-brainer, guys. That's a no-brainer, all right? Shout out to Pooh Man here saying happy early birthday to the birthday girl named Zoe. The girl named Zoe. Thank you. Appreciate that, man. I appreciate that, man. Thank you, Pooh Man. Divine says, even though Durant on the downside of his career, Rockets need a shooter and how Jaylen Green, exactly, Divine, that's what I'm talking about here. Y'all just hear the names. Y'all not looking at the performances here because Dillon Brooks ain't worth a hill of god beans. Okay, I already knew that if Houston was going to be in the KD sweepstakes, Dillon Brooks was going to be in that trade for contract purposes. All right, so come on now. Derek says, I can't tell you one Jim Jones song. Only one I can tell you is Ballin'. That's the only one I can tell you about. Oh, and We Roll with Pete Rock. I can give you 2 songs, We Roll and Ballin'. That's it, yo. That's the only ones. Let's scroll down here. What's going on, Sheila? Good to see you. Sheila's in the building. What's going on, Thomas? Good to see you. Divine says, 1 song Ballin' and it only hit. Yeah, see, I didn't even see your comment, Divine. Me and you on the same page, brother. Exactly. Jaylen Green couldn't shoot a lick. Who are you telling? Now, he's a good young talent. Don't get it twisted here. I'm not disrespecting Jaylen Green. Matter of fact, we might have a Jaylen Green conversation later on today, depending on how much time I have. Jaylen Green's a good young player, but if you're looking at the roster of the Houston Rockets, how they were able to win 50-plus games this year, was the number 2 seed in the Western Conference, they need somebody to put the ball in the bucket when it needs most there. They need somebody that when times get tough, the offense is lagging, you need to give someone the ball and get out the way and let that man create. Whether it's off the dribble or he's going to pull up because he can shoot that J, right? KD still gives you that with the core that's around him. Houston still kept their core, and all you're losing is Jaylen Green and Dillon Brooks, and you get to keep everything else around them. Hey, man, that's a good move for Houston, guys. I'm not saying they're a champion. They're winning the championship this year, but depending on health, you give me 2 years and KD still can put up 25 a game, they're going to be in that mix, guys. They're going to be in that mix. They got 5. No, Derek, I don't think you understand NBA. I said 5 second-round draft picks. Those are in the future. I don't know it, though. No disrespect, Derek. I don't think you understand second-round draft picks. Thank you, Divine. If you know the NBA, you can possibly hit a second-round draft pick, but they're hit and miss a lot of times. Has there been Hall of Famer drafted in the second round? Yes. Has that been good all-star players and rotation players? Yes. But the odds are, you're not going to find what you're going to find in the second round, guys. Let's keep it a buck here. The major pick is the number 10 pick. That is really the core draft pick in this trade here, that number 10. All right, man, let's scroll down here. What's going on, Jay? I pulled up in time. What up, Dave? Hey, we just got started, man. Shout out to you, man. Yeah, we just got started. Jim Jones was twerking in Cameron. Get him, daddy. Yeah, man, come on. I know, right? Pool Man says, what do you say here, Pool Man? Only song I know, exactly. Only song I know is Ballin' too, man. Says, Green is young. He can build a good mid-range somewhat like Kawhi Leonard. Yeah, I mean, he's a young player. I mean, they had just signed him for a 3-year, $100 million contract like a year ago. So, I mean, this is not no Jaylen Green diss, right? It's just the fact that if you are trying to compete for a championship ring and you're looking at how the landscape of the NBA is wide open, even though that the Western Conference is really, really bogged down, right? But if you have the defensive prowess like the Houston Rockets, you have core riders around them, you got bigs, you got a decent point guard in Fred VanVleet, who's also an NBA champion, right? Then you add that you got Ime Udoka, who's a damn good head coach, and they just gave him a contract extension, right? So you got the core in place there now, and you're hoping that even though KD is, 36 going on 37, you're hoping that can KD give me 2 to 3 solid years of KD production, right? Because I think that KD's a walking bucket that'll get you 25 in his damn sleep, right? So it's a good gamble. I mean, it's not like you're saying you're trading a young all-star that in 2 or 3 years, is like you're making a mistake. Jaylen Green's a hit or miss right now, especially with this new CBA where it's basically a hard cap. You got to get in where if you got a crew, you need 3 or 4 years before this luxury tax kicks your butt, or you're going to be, in purgatory because you can't sign anybody. So we'll talk about that a little bit later. Max B helped right balling. That's right. Shout out to Max B. He's still locked up though, ain't he? Yeah, Bun B is bugging for thinking Travis Stockton. Man, Devon, I need to do a hip-hop live stream. We're going to get into that because I don't know why Bun B, I get it, you're riding for your Houston native, but Travis Scott ain't the one to be riding for. You know what I'm saying? Like, ninjas need to know, let ninjas fight their own battles. Let the ninja respond first, and then let's see what happens here. You got to let ninjas fight their own battles. If Pusha T comes out and says, you know what, though? You suck as a rapper, and I hate people who claim to be rappers and you're not a rapper. Bun B, sit out. Plus, the Rockets keep their core pieces. So that's all I'm talking about, Divine. Thank you. They have a deep, young roster, and KD is just going to be needed for buckets and get that ball in the hole in the clutch, man. And what's your name? Amen Thompson, he's a young star in the making. Him playing to KD is going to be great development for him, guys. Yeah. Pooh Man says, off topic, you think Mark Jackson would come back to coach the Knicks? Mark Jackson's done as a coach, man. We're going to get it going here, Pooh Man. But just to answer your question, Mark Jackson's done as a coach. Too much messiness happened in that Golden State when he was coaching Golden State, because you cannot have the years of coaching what he did and not get a second opportunity this long, okay? If you're that damn of a good coach and no one's hired you at this point here with your credentials and how he helped build that young Golden State team, you can say like he was the Black Duck Collins, what we have for Chicago to go to Phil Jackson, in the same instance that, you had Mark Jackson for Steve Kerr to get him to the next level. But when you're that damn of a good coach and all these years you can't get another opportunity, he's done, brother. And he's a damn good coach, but I hate to say it, he's done. What's going on, Indoor? Good to see you. Indoor in the building here. All right, guys. Let's get cooking here. Let's get it going here, guys. I wanna kick it off right now. Shout out to everybody in the building. Replay gang is in the house here. Let me do this here. Give me 1 second. Let's put this down over here. There we go. Like I said, I just took the ticker off, guys. You guys want to support the grind, super chat, super thanks, super stickers. We got the group memberships as well as the Cash App gang. Everything that you want to see as far as information, if you're coming into the building brand new, go ahead and look at the description box below. Oh, one more order of business, guys. Last thing here. If you are not getting the notifications because, we got the suppression on the app here, we have issues with shadow banning. So if you did not get a notification today, please unsubscribe, then subscribe, then click on that bell notification again. One more time here. If you did not get a notification for this live stream, the last couple of live streams here, it's because, the suppression is real. So once again, unsubscribe, then subscribe, then click on that bell notification. All right? Let's get it going here, guys. Let's get it going. Let's get this party started, okay? Let's get the talk here. So, we're gonna come talk about Corey Holcomb, Cam Newton, and a whole bunch of other dick nanigans right now. I gotta be honest. Shout out to Corey Holcomb and the 5150 crew. Love their show. Represent Corey, representing Chicago to the fullest here. I don't live in Chicago, but I live in Aurora, which is the second biggest city in Illinois, right behind Chicago, guys. So if you guys are wondering, yes, I'm in a big, Aurora's huge as hell, guys. Don't get it twisted. Aurora's about, what, 35? Depending on where you at in Aurora, you know, it's like 35, 40 miles south of Chicago. So you take 88 to 290 is basically a straight shot, you know? So Aurora, where I stay at, second biggest city in Illinois, right behind Chicago. Represent Corey Holcomb there. I have put my money where my mouth is paused, okay? I have paid to see Corey Holcomb stand up live in person. And let me tell y'all, if you have not seen Corey in person, you are doing yourself a disservice. I remember the one show I saw him, it was for a New Year's Eve show where he opened up for Kevin Hart at the Chicago Theater. And by the time he came on stage, guys, he had a fifth of Henny in his hand, and the bottle was already half empty. And all I gotta tell you is we had some damn good seats. I was around the 9th or 10th row. Every single female in the first 5 rows got feelings hurt. Oh my God. Oh my God, they got their feelings hurt there. And I was cracking up crying. When Corey does come back to Chicago, if it doesn't interfere with work or the YouTube channel, I gotta find my way to another show because he is worth the price of admission. You know, Indoor says, hey, what's going on, Drew? Indoor says, Corey grew up down the way from me and Robert Taylor. Oh, you from Robert? I knew you in Chicago, Indoor. I didn't know you was down by Robert Taylor. Okay, shout out to you, Indoor, down by the RT area. Yeah, I mean, like I told y'all, I used to be in the South Side for a little bit of time here, 42nd and King Drive, you know, so if you take the Dan Ryan, get off on 43rd, take that down to King Drive, you know, and then, you know, I'm right there. You know, that's where the Ida B. Well homes used to be over there. So anybody who knows Chicago and the South Side there, I was literally on 42nd, the third building on that street there, but if you're on King Drive in that area, that used to be the rows for the Ida B. Wells homes, you know? So shout out to you there. And Devine says, facts, Dave. I seen Corey on Friday in New York, and he went on them singing more. Oh, for real, Devine? Shout out to you. Oh, you saw him on Friday. That's what's up, man. Stateway Garden. Okay, Indoor. Oh, man. It's cool to talk to people who are local, like we're in the area, you know what I'm saying? Because YouTube's a big app, and I talk to people across the world, Indoor. So there's just no people I'm cool with in the area that we at here. Shout out to you. Shout out to Chicago. But shout out to Corey Holcomb, though. I love his show on the YouTube channel on Tuesday nights. But I've been very busy, guys. I've been very, very busy, so I didn't watch Corey's latest show on Tuesday nights. What I did was, he said, you were close to Daryl Holmes. Oh, yeah, of course, Indoor, yeah. Like I said, on 42nd. But, well, like I said, though, I didn't watch Corey's show on Tuesday. What happened was, like I told you, my daughter had her birthday yesterday. We had her birthday party yesterday. And, guys, it is hot as hell here in Chicago right now. It was with the heat index and humidity, it's 106 yesterday, right? Today, right now, as I'm doing this live stream, it is 101. Oh my God. It is like, if you homeless right now, you ain't gonna live. I hate to say it like that. Find yourself to the AC with generators, because it is not safe weather right now. So it was a busy day yesterday, got done with my daughter's birthday party. So I realized, I was like, yo, I didn't watch Corey this week. I didn't see the 5150 crew. So since I had some downtime and it's too hot to be out here in these streets, because you know out here in Chicagoland, in Chicago, unfortunately, and Indoor knows this here, when it gets hot like this, the YNs are coming out in the streets, the bang, bang, clitty, clitty, and, you know, people going to act a fool in this hot-ass weather, right? Says, I enjoyed the hot breeze yesterday. Shout out to you, Sheila, enjoying this hot weather. So I'm watching Corey, and then I saw some of the videos that people were reacting to regarding K. Michelle and, of course, Cam Newton. Now, Corey was on Cam Newton's show about like the end of last year. I can't remember, like the end of summer, whatever the case may be. I reacted to that content, and we talked about Cam Newton on so many different occasions. And let me just state this for the record before we get into the Corey Holcomb dialogue of Cam Newton and K. Michelle. Two things could be true at the same time. Cam Newton is a dog of a football player, and I think the man is underrated. You know, they tried so hard to suppress this man and his talent, being that who he was in his early issues. You know, he had a situation in Florida when he was behind Tim Tebow of a laptop situation. But when you look at it, let me say this, guys, from a football perspective, not the other stuff here. When we talk about from a football perspective, Cam Newton should be celebrated more, people. From a football perspective, I'm not trying to make this about race, but if Cam Newton, what's the quarterback for the Buffalo Bills? I'm having an old nigga moment right now, guys. What's the QB for the Buffalo Bills right now? Chat, he just got his new contract. He just signed a new deal. Chat, help me out. Who's the QB for, I can't think of his name right now. Y'all can tell me in a second here. If he has the exact same career as Cam Newton does by the time his career's over, we're going to talk about Allen. Thank you, JD. JD in the building. Thank you, Allen. Appreciate JD, my original jump-off brethren. Thank you. I'm glad y'all helped me out here. If Cam Newton, as his career ended, we saw how he played. If Josh Allen, has the exact same career, I guarantee you they're going to put Josh Allen into the Hall of Fame. I guarantee you. We don't talk about Cam Newton that way. But if Josh Allen was named Jaheim Allen, we'd be talking about him the same way we talked about Cam Newton as a football player. Y'all feel me? If Josh Allen was Jaheim, he would be talked about how Cam Newton was. But Cam Newton, in the SEC at Auburn, there is no reason they went undefeated. There should be a reason. I don't know how they went undefeated. I don't know how they won a national championship. When we talk about a man amongst boys, no, in college, Cam Newton was a man amongst babies. Right? And then when Cam Newton came to the NFL, that's when he was a man amongst kids. Okay? You know, being the number one pick, and when you're the number one pick, you're going to the worst franchise unless a team trades up for it. Turning Carolina to a perennial playoff team, then playoff team, winning NFL rounds, taking them to the champions, to the Super Bowl, and was minutes away from getting that Lombardi trophy. NFL MVP, was the rookie of the year, and at the time was setting rookie records as a quarterback. So, you know, when I say all these things, when we talk about Cam Newton, I'm never going to disrespect that man when it comes to being on the football field, when it comes to doing with that pigskin, because the man is underrated. And like I said, if any other white quarterback did what he did, he would be much more celebrated, right? Mark the Guardian, what's going on, brother? Mark says, McNabb, same boat, no rings, but will be celebrated more of a ring. Exactly. So the media still hold Cam for not diving for that fumble against the Broncos. Yes, they do. Pool Man says, Cam is trying to be like Shannon Sharp and go viral like Shannon did with Cat Williams. Yep, we see that there. And said if Josh Allen did that, they would forget that so quick. Exactly. Y'all on the money here on this one. You guys are on the money here with this one. Cam Newton was a good player. But when we're talking about the dynamics of relationships, marriage, girlfriends, dating, things of that nature, we need to tell Cam Newton to shut the up. You guys see how I did this here now? Do you guys? Two things could be true at the same time. Cam Newton deserves to be celebrated more as an athlete. And then if you ever watch his YouTube channel with the Funky Fridays and 4th and 1, he can break down football so eloquently, you know, and it's the conversation quality. He knows what he's talking about. It doesn't make any sense how, I don't know if he doesn't want to be a coach or not. If he wanted to be a coach, I can see it easily. When we're talking about football, that man is something else. But when we're talking about relationships, when we're talking about dynamic between men and women and marriage and black and white, Cam Newton needs to shut the up. I'm keeping the buck here. Pooh Man says, Media Man said the exact same thing. For real? We'll tell Media Man, shout out to him. We both agree on this thing. Shout out to Media Man. You know, he got good content over there. Just because someone is successful in what they do doesn't mean they can talk on all matters. Hold on. Let me get this straight. Let me put that out there again, guys. Just because somebody is very highly successful in one area doesn't mean that they are qualified to talk on everything, right? Jay says STFU and get back to work. Luther set it off, right? And so as we get into this here, because Corey was on his live stream on his channel, and they had a lot of hot take moments. We're not going to go into those old content clips there. If you want to, you can search my channel. We reacted to it. We did videos. We did live streams. But Cam Newton is the type of man that, and we see a lot of men that works like this today, that no matter what, he's going to cape for the woman. No matter how outlandish the story sounds, no matter how crazy that the women may put out there and say about themselves or other people, no matter the dynamics here, Cam is going to put that cape on. Because remember, he used to act like he was Superman in the football field. Remember? He would score a touchdown, and every time he scored a touchdown, he'd be like this. Rah! He was Superman on the field, right? Y'all remember that when Cam scored a touchdown? He was Superman. He was Super Cam, right? He's the same thing when it comes to women. But when guys have similar viewpoints, but from a male perspective, he's like, hold up, no, that can't be. Or you can't act like that. Or you can't say that. See, for some reason, men like Cam have an affinity to not want to hear how men really speak on items, but it's okay for women to do their dynamic here. It's, and for him, I get it. He's trying to curate a female audience, but Cam is also someone who was raised in a bubble. When you're a superstar athlete, you think that he lived the same way as we, as normal people do, as far as like high school, being a stand-up athlete. He was at Florida with that great Florida team, even though he wasn't there long with Tim Tebow. Then he was at Auburn, and so he's in the national spotlight, winning the Heisman, #1 pick, national championship. Then you're in the NFL, and you're making all these millions of dollars, being the #1 pick and then getting contract extensions, and then being an athlete. But the point I'm saying here is that athletes are the worst people to get advice from. They do not have the same level of degree of difficulty that the average man has. And I'm not saying that as a dig. It's just the fact that Cam is not aware of the things actually going on because of what he has, the benefits of being that star athlete. And so when you know that you have that here, you really can't speak on all math because you don't know what everybody below you is moving and how they rocking here. So like Michelle Obama, Mark, goddamn, man. Divine says Cam is Superman on field, but Sim Clark Kent in real life. Facts. So why are we talking about Cam Newton today with Corey Holcomb? Well, Corey Holcomb had some choice words to say regarding Cam Newton's interview with K. Michelle. Now, if you guys know who K. Michelle is, she's a R&B singer who's now, of course, moved into country music. We're seeing a lot of black artists move into the country music realm, and that's fine, guys, because we did create country music, and if you have roots in country music, shout out to y'all, but we know why this is happening here. It's a big grift. We see Beyonce doing her thing here, so you see Elaine trying to go ahead and get that money. But K. Michelle is somebody who has a very, 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 very negative attitude towards black men. And the thing is, her experience for black men is not someone she listens to. I mean, she has her story. She has her history. She has what happens to her. But what happened to her is not a true indicative things that black men actually do here. You know what I mean? And before we move on here, shout out to the first holla of the day here. My man Jay Gray in the building, dropping the $2 holla, pushing the blue plates in the chat. Matter of fact, guys, I want to put a goal here. Guys, I need y'all to support the grind. Shout out to Jay here. I love it when you make the chat turn colors. My man dropping the first holla, the $2 holla says, Cam let Jamal Bryant tell him he got nice legs. Yeah, that did happen. Oh, damn, Jay, why'd you go there? Hey, Jay, salute. Thank you for the holla. I appreciate you, man. Thank you. Right back at you with that super. I appreciate you, Jay, for dropping that holla, man. Let me acknowledge you over here, too. Let me get that. I don't want to forget here. Let's do that. Thank you for the grind. Y'all can support the same way as well. What's going on, Thomas Hill? See y'all coming into the building here. Is it Clifton and say, what, Jamal Bryant discussion? No. We're not touching that here. Thank you, Jay. Thank you for that holla. Appreciate that there. Hold on. Because he learned to pander and create. Yeah, that's true. Here. All right. So we're gonna get. I want to get that super in there. We're gonna unpack why Corey Holcomb is upset with Cam Newton and K. Michelle as she's, was on the show. And then when it comes to her talking about black men, it's really a sad situation. And the same thing with her, when you see musicians and singers, like women like that, they're over here talking in advice. And at the same time, though, they're kind of the ones women should not be listening to as well, because the acts of the men they have and the things that they may have gone through here. So say Cam has a room full of shea butter. Goddamn. So here's what we're going to do, guys. I want to pull up Tuesday's 5150 show about the clip where Corey is talking about K. Michelle and Cam Newton. We're not going to play the entire thing, guys. We're not going to be ripping and stealing the whole content. No, we just want to focus on one particular section here, because I didn't watch this till yesterday, and I thought this was very telling, guys. All right, so lights up in the building. Let's go ahead. We're going to react to Corey Holcomb and talk about Cam Newton and K. Michelle. All right, guys, let's get into it.
Name K. Michelle, right? That's her name?
Mm-hmm. I didn't see the whole thing. I just saw the excerpt.
I could never watch the whole thing. I just saw what she said.
Which part?
Which blew my mind.
Which one? The one about the white man?
That too. Oh. What'd she say, D?
That's all I caught.
What'd she say?
Wait a minute. I thought about something, guys. I want to do a better service. Before we let Corey kick it off here, let me give you guys a few moments of K. Michelle and Cam Newton. Because you guys see the disgust on Corey's face here. Just give me a few moments here, guys. Let me just show you 1 minute of why he's disgusted here, okay? Let me do this here. Let's go. Bring it back. Small box. Hold on, guys. Here we go.
My second baby mother, Lorena, her and Jazz,
beautiful.
They met. So, boom, it was one of them things that like, okay, cool. And people can't understand that dynamic, because it's like, yo, no, I'm mature. I'm grown, like, yo, and they met without me being there. Like, it was one of them situations like, hey, boom, you in Miami, y'all cool, boom. And that's where a lot of people don't understand my dynamic. I pour myself into women more so than men.
Okay.
And I need it. You feel what I'm saying? Because being...
Hold on. I played that for a reason. You hear that? This will describe the rest of the conversation now. I pour myself more into women than men. That can have many connotations. That can have many examples. That can mean so many layers, right? But that came directly out of Cam Newton's mouth. You saw how K. Michelle's in the show. You see how she's dressed, showing it all off, You see the outfit, Cam doing what he's doing here. But I wanted you guys to hear that out of his own mouth. Now, let's go back to Corey now. Let's go back to Corey, and so we can hear him state why he has an issue with Cam now. Let's get into it.
Was when Cam asked her, do you ever date outside your race?
And what'd she say?
And she said, that's all I want.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
And then...
Did you see this, Craig?
But then I saw...
It's really bad.
What was it, Diane?
She really dogged out black men. I could show it, but I don't have to. But just trust me,
later, right?
She dogged black men.
Yeah.
Now, here's a heifer who done had her ass, titties, face, nose, everything done. Everything done. Ain't she done had some stuff yanked out before, too? Am I wrong? Was that her?
He's not wrong. I'm letting Corey cook, but yes, she has gotten surgeries, and then she's had enhancements, and then she's also spoken about having the removal of certain items too as well. So yes, Corey's not telling no lies here. This is actually facts.
Who was the girl who had something yanked out? Had her ass yanked out?
I believe that might have been her. Yeah, I think that was her.
Was it? Wow.
Now, I said this when I went on Cam Newton's show. Women with BBLs are insane. Women who stuff shit, women who stuff things in their ass They're insane. They're insane. Now, I don't have to go into talking about K. Michelle because to everybody who has common sense, you see this woman is insane. She's sitting up here talking negatively about black men naked in front of Cam Newton. What she had on is not a dress a lady would wear. And she's talking about black men, y'all gotta.
Hold on, let me show y'all that again. Let's show K. Michelle again. Let's show that again, what he's talking about here, all right? Hold on, let me show y'all. One more time if you guys came in late. There she is. This is what Corey's talking about here. This is the outfit. This is what he is bringing up here. So Pooh Man said, she also blamed black men for getting the BBLs and fake. Yes, K. Michelle did a lot of that. There's a lot of projection that's going on here. You know, y'all actually listen to this guy? Yes, we are. Hey, you know what though? The ironic thing is, yes, they're listening to me, but you over here got your damn chest out like a straight up bussy boy. Yo, tribe, we doing this live here. This guy had the audacity to come up here and he got his chest out like a straight up bussy boy, Saul. How about Saul? Hey, do me a favor, Saul. If you really want to have a conversation, I'll drop the link for you can pull up. Just make sure you got a goddamn shirt on because men don't look at other men that is bucky naked. All right, now back to the show here. So Corey is talking about how K. Michelle's dressed here, and this is the outfit here. Now let's get back to Corey and what he's talking about here.
Got to step up and all this. She is dressed like a slut, sitting on a couch talking to a man about other men, and she's dressed like a slut. Them little maid in a lab titties is out. They out. You see this dress? Nobody could take her seriously except for people in her mental condition. Because they root for that. They want somebody to say something out of pocket. But I will say this. Now, this is what's going to get me in trouble, but I got to say it. My brother Cam Newton sat there and...
Wait, before Corey gets to Cam here, I'm going to state this for the record, too. I believe that any woman that's out here getting BBLs, I 100% agree with Corey. There's got to be some sort of goddamn mental illness going on here. Because if people would just go out of their way to actually talk to a licensed clinical doctor, they will tell you that this is one of the most dangerous procedures as far as like cosmetic wise that you can get. And the fact that the likelihood of deletion, it is so high. That's why you see people go out of the country and they don't do them here with licensed people in the States here because how deadly the procedure is. So Corey is right here. A women who will go out of their way to enhance their bodies knowing that the procedure has life-threatening situations, and doctors will tell you this, there is something going wrong upstairs. There's a lot of mental health and disease inflicted things going on with these women here who want to go under the procedure knowing that you may not wake up in an hour after the procedure is done. Okay? So let's continue.
Let her say whatever she wanted to say. And one time he said, I received that. Now, first of all, let me put this out there. I was in awe when I met my brother, Cam Newton. When I met Cam Newton, I was in awe because anybody who know anything about sports know that this is a specimen. Cam Newton was one of the standout Heisman winning, and they didn't even like him and they gave him a Heisman because he was at Florida with Tim Tebow. And, you know, it was some little adolescent stuff that happened, if you ask me. I call that like when you get caught, it was something to do with a laptop missing. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he went to Florida first, Phil.
Yeah, he went to Florida first.
And then he went to Auburn and won the Heisman because there wasn't nobody like him. Do you disagree with that, Craig?
No, he is a LeBron type of...
NFL.
Yeah, NFL. He's the LeBron of the NFL for sure.
Don't be acting like I don't like my brother, but I got to tell my brother.
Corey said the same thing I said. If you guys came in late, I had the same sentence, and I made sure that I gave Cam his flowers as far as an NFL player, because so many times that we will see people who are successful in what they do, and then they do something stupid on another area, and we want to blanket the whole conversation that this guy's just a dummy or he didn't know what he's talking about here. That's why, just like what Corey did, I prefaced my comments on the fact that as far as an athlete, Cam is a beast and should be getting his flowers. But now, just like how I believe that Cam Newton should just shut the when it comes to relationships here, let's hear Corey say what he's going to say now.
Listen, man, when you let them women have their way with you like that, it don't sit well, especially I was on your show. I said something that you didn't really agree with, and you act like it was the end of the world. You got that clip when I was on there? Hey, let me know if you got that clip and you could play it, because, I mean, he let this lady, K. Michelle, sit there and talk crazy. I don't care if a bitch be crying. I'll be like, bitch, you crying because you crazy. You got a fake ass, fake titty, fake, your nose been carved, your face. Look, when you cry and you didn't have work done on your face, you can't do this. That bitch was like, let me tell you something. I'm just saying. And she was allowed to dog out the brothers and act like we the problem. And everybody with common sense know we ain't thinking about this. But I'm saying, like, I'm trying to figure out, this is starting to make me wonder, why does Cam let these women come up there and say all this nonsense? But when Corey Holcomb said something, it shook him up.
That is interesting.
Hold on. Do you got the video? I need this video. I need the people to see this. Can they hear it?
Non-monogamous.
Play that.
Now, there are celebrities who have accepted the poly and non-monogamous relationships. Some we know, Will Smith and Jada.
But we don't like guys.
Huh?
We don't like guys.
How you know?
I live in LA. Does that make
Now, there are celebrities who have accepted the poly and non-monogamous relationships. Some we know, Will Smith and Jada.
But we don't like guys.
Huh?
We don't like guys.
How you know?
I live in LA. Does that
And they
Even get to this part right here. Now, you saw his disgust when I said we'll like guys. Am I right?
Right.
Was it just me? I noticed it. He didn't like that.
Now, there are celebrities.
Now watch his response when the brother, because he did not interrupt K. Michelle from dogging out guys. In fact, he said, I received that. Now watch his response when a man tell him he got pretty legs. You gotta watch this.
Because I hadn't seen it yet.
Because I don't want people to miss this.
and they lanolated.
Man, listen,
I mean,
I'm back working out.
You put shape. You got pretty legs, man. And they lanolated.
Man, listen,
I mean,
I'm back working out.
You legs, man. And they
He said, oh, man.
Hold on. I let that marinate, guys. I let that cook there. I wish I had time when I was playing this live stream to play that entire segment with Cam Newton and Jamal Bryant. Guys, real talk here. I don't know about you, but there is no way that another grown-ass man is going to talk about my legs the way that he did. And on top of that, too, there is no way that I'm going to have an outfit on like Cam Newton, cross my legs, showing my legs looking like that, so some other bussy boys can go ahead and comment on my legs like that. Hey, come on, guys. Yeah, I see you. Hey, I talk about that. Like, cross legs are zesty to me. Yes, guys. I mean, I'm not going to put myself in a position to be looking like Cam, let alone I'm not going to be around another man that can comment on my information like that. Hey, stop it, T. Orlando. I ain't trying to hear that mess. Lord have mercy. Mark the Guardian says, Fleece Johnson said he would say that to guys. It's kind of suspect now. Come on. Say what you want to say. I don't care. The format, interview style, wherever you out there, another grown man should never be allowed to comment like that. And then if that happens, you need to check that dude. All right? That needs to be checked. I'll get to y'all supers in a second.
Hold on. Hold on. I don't care how much in awe I am of you as a football player. I'm even, look, I give it to you as a human being. I'm not taking nothing away from you as far as it goes with being somebody who might be trying to do the right thing. But brother, hold on. If a man tell you you got pretty legs, that's an insult. If a man say to me, ooh, you got some pretty legs, they laminated, I'm not gonna say, oh man, because that's what he did. Am I wrong? When the man said he got pretty legs, Kev said, oh man,
Somebody said he was
can we
blushing.
play it back?
Somebody said he was blushing.
He was blushing.
Oh, man. And they laminated.
man, what the?
Oh, man. And they laminated. Oh, man. And they laminated.
That's gonna be my new ringer.
I'm working out.
That's gonna be on my set.
Hold on. Let me hold on. Let me pause for a second for the cause here. Let me go. Bring me to a big box. Hey, come on. Hey, man. Oh, man. Right. No. Tribe. I am sorry. There is no way that if some dude said that to me, I'm be like, ah, man. Like, Tyrlando tried to do that in the chat. What was the first thing I said? Hey, stop it, Tyrlando. I ain't trying to hear for that crap here. None of that extra zestiness here. Or said, or pretty lips. Said, that's not a compliment to a real man. Exactly, Endor. It is not. You know, it is not. Wait, before we keep it moving here, let me say a shout out to my man Mark the Guardian coming through with the $2 holla, pushing the blue plates in the chat because it's Sunday and y'all in the church of TD&D saying Cam was Big Ben with bad teams in the NFL. Hey, but better, Mark, but better. Hey, brother. Salute. Thank you for the holla. I appreciate you, man. Thank you. Right back at you with that second holla. Because, guys, I love it when you make the chat turn colors. I'll give you that, Mark the Guardian. Yes, Big Ben, yes. And you know what, though? Imagine how good Cam would have been if he had more than just Steve Smith as his #1 wide receiver, okay? Or the fact that for consistency, like you want to use Big Ben, Mark, that fact that having that Steelers defense for all those years, even when things would have, fell apart, they always, best coaching, the same coach that Big Ben had is still there right now, Mike Tomlin. So I give that to you, Mark. Yes, man. Appreciate that holla, man. Thank you. And right behind that, we got my man Leroy in the building. Project Leroy's in the house with the $5 holla, pushing the green plates in the chat. What you got for me, man? Cam Newton, something compliments from Jamal Bryant means he will accept compliments from Fleece Johnson. Hey, come on, Leroy. That's wrong. That's wrong. Hey, brother. Hey, salute. Thank you for the holla. I appreciate you, man. Thank you. Right back at you with that green holla. Hey, man, I appreciate the hollers. You guys can show y'all support as well. Super chat, super thanks, super stickers, or even on the Cash App, man. Thank you for dropping that color in the chat, Leroy. It goes a long way to support the channel. What y'all saying? Tyrlando says pretty mouth, right? Said Cam Newton made that sound Prince used to make. Hey, come on, Mark. I don't know. Hey, is this your first time here? You made a good first impression. Hey, that's what Prince be doing. You right. Oh, when Prince would do the little dancing and he's shaking and with the ruffles on, purple rain. Oh, hey, you wrong about that one. You wrong for that one, Mark. Hey, what's going on, Jay Walker in the building? T. Orlando says booty warrior. We say, okay, we got a new member, a new cat in the chat saying, I'd probably just say, that's not what I'm going for. Zesty Juice only try straight men like this in a safe, professional setting. Hey, Eric, that's a good point, man. Good point, Eric. Hey, that's a good one here. But, man, we're going to get back to the video here, guys. But come on, is Corey off for pointing that part out? Is Mark wrong for letting me know that was Prince's go-to? Purple rain. Hey, come on, y'all got me going on this Sunday. The Jay said, did Cam take a dip in Lake Minnetonka? Hey, come on. Not Lake. Hey, you gotta make sure. Hey, did you purify yourself in the waters of Lake Minnetonka. Yeah, you gotta have that Prince bass in your voice, and you gotta be stoic when that comes. Sheila says, I can smell the zest. Hey, y'all. Yo, come on, Sheila. Thank you, Leroy, for that holler. Hey, y'all, let's get back to Corey's commentary now, because he's cooking right now. He's cooking with fish grease.
Cell phone.
Oh, man. And they
Oh, man.
Man,
You
listen.
have the you got pretty legs first.
Man.
You put Sheba here.
Oh, man. And they
Oh,
you put
man.
shape. You
Hold
got pretty
on,
legs,
man. Hold on.
Man, and they lanolated.
Cut it off, because this is crazy. Now, when I said Will Smith like guys, it was almost like, how you know? It was attitude and everything. K. Michelle on the show, dogging out black men, he said, I received that. When a man said to him, you got pretty legs, he said, oh, man.
That is a cute
This is the
video.
problem, Craig, Darlene, 5150 family. There are a lot of men in our society who got something to hide, and they don't like Corey Holcomb, because I peep him. And it's not fair that the reason you have an issue with me is because you are hiding who you are.
Uh-oh.
That's not fair. That's not fair, man. That's foul. Y'all dogging out your brother Corey because you don't want the world to know. Oh, man. That ain't fair. That's not fair, man. I'm tired of being dogged out and told I'm messy and everything because everybody got secrets that get exposed. Do you know I am a man, homie? If you're around me, I'm watching you. I'm going to peep you. I'm going to see what you did and what you done. Oh, man. You could, look. I hope I ain't burned bridges with my brother, but I am bold enough to say what I'm saying because I feel like I didn't get a fair shake. I brought something out of you that had frustration attached to it when I said what I said about Will. I wish I wouldn't have said what I said about Will because I don't want to call out one person. That's not fair. Right. But we are in the motherfucking streets. I'm in the motherfucking streets. We see what the fuck it is. We see what it is. We see what it is. That right there. Oh, man. That's the face. Look, I wasn't treated fair. I didn't do nothing but have an interview and tried to do the best I could do. I was so happy to see my brother. Look, I shook his hand like I was a little kid meeting a superstar. And I don't even do that unless it's sincere. I still ain't mad at Cam Newton or nothing, but I did peep what happened. And it's not fair. Don't get mad at me for speaking on what I see. And this man spoke on what he saw, and it was, oh, man. And y'all was in Atlanta. Now, look, all my real motherfuckers in Atlanta. yeah. But I'm just saying, it's time to stop hiding from who we are because if you like men, I can't say that it's a good, godly thing to do. But being mad at men who peep you like men is not fair.
Whoa, hold on now. We're about to get into it here. We're alluding to it. Oh, man. Are we alluding in the chat? Shout out to everybody that's coming in. Likes up in the building, guys. I need the likes up here. Are we alluding to what we're talking about? I see someone says the LGBTQ mafias. God dang it. Saying it's a cult of zesty ninjas. Okay. Corey's alluding to something here. We've been mentioning it. We've been speaking it. I may have said something a few months ago, but not saying what Corey's saying here, but just kind of wondering and kind of questioning here right now. Let's let him finish. Let's cook here, Corey.
It's so many guys that I know. They don't want to be around me. And I know what it is. I'm talking about, I know what it is. You never admit it. You always say it's something else. But you know, I know you moist. I know you moist. And I peep it. And you know I peep it. And you don't like me because of that. Not because I did something to you. It's just you know I know. What we gonna do in our community about the men who know that the real motherfuckers know? What we gonna do? We get discriminated upon.
Man,
Isn't that a fact? Hold on here. Let me go to a big box here. Let's get to the big box here, right? Hold on here. We get into it. He called them out for the moist agenda, guys. I got to be careful, too, on my wording, all right? I'm already on the shadow ban. I'm already being suppressed here. I just got to watch certain trigger words, but we can still have the conversation here. But Corey's going to say something that is most definite here. If we call something out, why is it that straight men are the one that's castrated here, basically, in so many words? We're the one cast out. We're the one that's looked down and down upon when we know that possibly certain men are moving in a zesty, moist way, and there is an agenda. There is an agenda against straight black men and for black men to move and talk and say how we really want to say here. Clifton says, shame, you want some sausage. Is he calling Cam moist? T. Orlando, that's exactly what he did. He said it out there. Hey, what's going on, Mo? New handle. Shout out to you, Mo. Lady Royce in the building. All right, guys, I'll get you super in a second. Let's let Corey continue, guys. What's going on, Vince? Salute to you. Let's get back to cooking here.
this should be on their ID.
Craig, you're not gonna make it in Hollywood, dog, unless you use your light-skinnedness.
Man,
And you gotta keep wearing them shorts. You gotta laminate.
I got some shorts.
Craig got those shorts? Oh, Craig.
Double X's.
You going somewhere tonight? You gonna get showed.
Nigga crazy.
Somebody gonna walk up to you and say, oh, man,
No, but let me give you some of that shade before you go.
your legs are laminated. Looking like the mama on the clumps. They laminated. What is y'all talking about, man?
Man.
What is y'all talking about, man? Look, man, it's not my fault that I can peep who you are. I don't tell on everybody who I know is.
They calling him Yam Newton. That's crazy.
Oh, damn. Come on, man. Yam Newton.
Somebody said Cam gonna mess you up. Cam ain't gonna mess me up because I ain't got no problems with Cam, but I'm just saying, goddamn, I be on that goddamn shit. But look, what I'm saying is.
But the real thing is this: if a motherfucker say accuse you of that, then you ain't. This I'm not.
That's what I'm saying. You think somebody ain't said that to me? One day somebody asked me, because I asked them, and the first thing I said was, no, never. Because it ain't never, I ain't got to lie about nothing. I don't.
That's how I responded.
Hey, what's going on,
Corey
Jurgen?
asked me, the whole, remember he messed with me about.
You ain't never messed with a girl before,
There
did
you
you?
go. Never. Ugh. No, never. No.
You ain't never touched a titty?
Never. No, I'm not into any of that.
What about that? You let them touch your titty?
Never. No. Oh God.
Never.
Never. Ever. Never.
You're gonna have to hire more security when you go to Atlanta. Now.
I don't know why y'all acting like Cam gonna be mad. Cam, don't get mad at people. Watch what he did when K. Michelle was talking. He did not get mad. He said, I received that. Why can't he just say I received that from me? Because she was dogging out black men.
I didn't.
Maybe because Cam Newton be receiving something else that we're not really trying to fully get into details here. Oh, Dave, when I say that, bad joke, Dave. Bad joke. Was he trying to receive? Bad joke, Dave. Bad joke. My bad. Let's continue.
I didn't see the whole thing. I just saw that one portion where she said the
K.
thing about
Michelle
her.
don't
What
have
did she
a point
actually
of
say?
view. That's the difference.
I want both of y'all to get that off. Say that
No,
again, D.
I said I missed it. If you remember what did she actually say about black men? I just got the portion of a short that said the part where she was saying how she wants the.
She act
generation.
like the black family is not intact because of black men. And she also pushed the narrative that men are supposed to be marrying them and all like that. She say, I come from all this. It don't matter where you come from, it's where you at. Right now, you're sitting on the couch naked talking to a man.
hold on. Bring me back to the big box here. Big box here, right? Before we go any further here, I don't want to linger here. Let me get the super here. Shout out to my man Derek in the building. What's going on, Derek? Dropping the $4.99. $5 holla, pushing the green plates in the chat, guys. And once again, I love it when y'all make the chat turn colors here, saying standing in the purple, hit that screen, Dave. Shout out to Derek in the building. Hey, Derek. Hey, brother. Salud. Thank you for the holla. I appreciate you, man. Thank you. Right back at you with that super. Hey, man, I appreciate that holla. Let me share. Did I acknowledge it over here? I just got to make sure. Yep, yes, I did here. Y'all going in. What's going on, Jay? Bad day. Yeah, what's going on, Pinball? Hey, Pinball, shout out to you. Where you at in your mobile office? My mobile mother. Hey, Pinball love the censor button, guys. Pinball love the censor button. Shout out to my truck driving around the country here. Be safe. Oh, shout out to my drivers that's out there doing y'all thing. Be safe. It's a lot of craziness that's going on right now. I know you guys are legal, but man, be careful for all the illegal truck drivers out there. There was a big old tether scam in Florida, over 1,000 CDL licenses. And I have to say, shout out to my FBA family and shout out to the B1 in the house here. All righty here. Now, that is a heavy accusation that Corey Holcomb is levying on Cam Newton right now, saying that he's zesty, saying that he's moist, but does Corey have a valid argument right now for him being on the show? He's saying that he just wants a fair shake. How is it that when I say something like this here, why do you get up in arms if I say that Will Smith, is playing in the zesty pool? Or if Will's or whoever character or guy you're thinking of, if we say something, you get taken aback like, oh, you can't say that. You can't just go and do that. But then when women like K. Michelle comes on his channel and say whatever they want to say, and there's never any pushback. One of the things that K. Michelle mentioned on Cam Newton's show is like, white men love me. White man cared enough for me. It's these black men. I mean, like when Corey was talking about how, basically in so many words, K. Michelle blames everything, the downfall of the black community against the black man. And I'm paraphrasing here. I might do a separate live stream on that video, but she blames black men for basically everything because of her past traumas, that's happened to her. But the one thing that we're not seeing is the self-reflection or actually accountability on her end, because she went out of her way to say, oh, white men love me. White men can't get enough of me. But I would love to pose this question right back. If white men love her so much, then why isn't any white men marrying her right now? We have to ask these questions when we have somebody who goes so hard in the paint on really demonizing black men. Now, I'll keep it a buck here. Do we got some wrong ones in the gang? Yeah, we do. Don't we got undesirables in our community? Yeah, we do. I mentioned it straight up. We got the Pookies and the Ray Rays and the Dusty Darryls. But check it out, guys. Doesn't every single community have their Dusties? Don't white men have their Dusty men? Your hillbillies, or whoever you want to say, the bottom of the barrel men? Because trust me, I've heard the white men talking about other whites before. Yes. Don't y'all Jamaicans have y'all Dusties and y'all Dusties? Y'all Tethers talk about y'all amongst each other as well. Don't y'all? I've seen y'all Dominicans talk about your others. I've seen the people in the Caribbean. I've seen other people in Africa. So everybody in every community has their bottom of the barrel scum for men and women. Okay? Exactly. Thank you, Indoor. We're talking about that trailer trash. Exactly. White folks are quick, fast, and hurry to call out trailer trash. I've seen more white folks use trailer trash than black people or minorities. They are quick to call that out. Tierland said, no man of substance, wife, and K. Michelle. That's the thing that we're talking about here. How is it that you're speaking that down on the community, on men? Now, I get it. You've had your own personal issues, but isn't K. Michelle's issues really with black men or the individual men of black men that she kept choosing? And I'm not here to play. I'm not going to call out saying that she's lying about her past, but don't you find it ironic that it's actually other black women who didn't even believe K. Michelle's case when she said that she was harmed or a victim by the black man that she's talking about? Now, here's the thing that I don't know the truth, right? I don't know what happened in private with K. Michelle and her past here, right? Because if something did happen, I feel for her. Nobody should go through any kind of trauma at the hands of somebody else, right? But I find it very ironic that she is somebody that no one really rocks for, no one really caves for, whether it's men or women. Both sides of the field say, hey, we don't believe you. And that's a damn shame if she is telling the truth, because that is her character that's coming out saying that even though she could be talking truth, could be talking facts, women are saying we don't believe you. Guys say we don't believe you. But now that we're in the game now, we get she's older, you know, but she's been a successful artist, and basically come out to say, white man do this and white man do that, right? Then how come there is not the white man on the arm that is saying, this is my black queen, and I'm gonna parade her all around here. I've got a taste of that brown sugar, and K. Michelle is the queen of queens. I mean, I'm not saying that she got to put her man out there on Front Street, but at the same time, though, when we see K. Michelle right here, guys, let me put her back on the screen. When we see this kind of, I mean, and when you look at her face, she has attractive features, attractive traits. She's not an ugly woman. But just because you may have physical aesthetics that can be complimentary here, your inside, your attitude, your personality just makes you 100% stank. And if you are moving like this here, and then you're bigging up the white guys, but we do not see the white men on your arm. Now, it could be, I'm a private person. I'm not going to put it all out there so people can know my relationship. That is one thing that some athletes, artists say. I don't want everybody in my business, but let's keep it a buck, and a spade, a spade. As any man of means is wifing a woman who dressed like this. And I know it should be a different comparison when we're talking about entertainers, right? But come on, men are still men. We don't want our women out there looking like this here. Even you're showing off and you're exposing it, and the guys in the comment section be like, damn, look at K. Michelle. I'll drink that bath water. I'll put that on and smack it up, flip it and rub it down. Oh, no. You know what I'm saying? But that's just a regular guy who wants to get some draws. That's the regular guy who just wants to get that ass, right? And that is what Corey Holcomb is talking about here when we're seeing women like this who come out on Front Street here and basically wants to talk ill about black men, but you're talking so ill when a lot of times we need people just to look in the mirror and that, is it you as well? Whenever we hear someone goes 100% that this group of people is rotten as men is dating here, and you come from the culture, we need to look at the type of men that you selected here. Because yes, you could be involved with some dirty, no good, rotten men. But we are adults here, and are you keep constantly picking the same man over and over and over and over and over and over again, right? And so we got them crickets out here right now because it just seems like it's monotonous, you know? But I find it that women who don't have this mentality, women who do not have this personality, do not move like K. Michelle, who have better results and have better options. I'm not saying that everything's gonna be peaches and cream in the game here, but if you have this mentality, what do you think is gonna happen for men? And then on top of that too, you don't think that men of other cultures hear this and say to themselves, if you are that quick to demonize your own culture, why should I trust you? Because when it hits the fan, you're going to go even more harder in the paint for me because I do not trust you. Let me say this for the record, guys. If you are somebody that goes so hard against your own culture, you're talking about dating and you want white zaddy, right? Or you want the white man. You don't think that those white people don't see that and says, why would I give my 100 trust you when you don't even trust your own community? So if you don't trust your own community, how can I trust you with me and my community? You can't. And that is why she can talk so heavily about white men, but doesn't mean that she has white men that are there that is putting her on the pedestal. What was that one movie in 40-year-old virgin when you say, you know what your problem is? You're putting the on the pedestal. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, you know what though? Okay, how about this here? I want you to state what he said that was wrong. All right? What is astray, people? I need you to say what was wrong about him calling out Cam Newton in this video here. We're talking about K. Michelle, who was rotten talking about black men and also about Cam Newton here. All right? Hey, I'm going to play just a few more moments of the video here. But before I do, let me get to this super by Arvin here. Shout out to my man Arvin in the building, dropping the $10 holla, pushing the yellow plate. What's going on, Arvin? You always be supporting and rocking with your boy. What you got for me? Unfortunately, the dusty ones rule the world. Hey, Arvin. Man, you ain't lying here, brother. You ain't lying. Hey, man, salute. Thank you for the holla. I appreciate you. Thank you. Right back at you with that super. Let me acknowledge you over here. Let me go ahead and put that here and like it over here. Oh, y'all timed that dude out. Y'all kicked him out the paint. Quick, fast, in a hurry here. I just happened to look down, and I see y'all got him out of here. Hey, yeah, you timed out for 60 seconds. Okay. All right, don't block him. I want to, if that person comes back, TJVDC, don't block him. I see the timeout here. If you are still in the chat after your timeout ends, I just need people, don't just come in and just make some random comments saying this is wrong or this who's lying. No. Why don't you be an adult and just state why it's off or wrong? Don't just come and say he's wrong, because you know what we're gonna say? Oh, you just a troll. You just a troll. So let me just play just a few more moments of what Corey's talking about with K. Michelle before we move on here, guys. So let's get back to it.
That you don't know nothing about. That's where you at. I heard she got a son that graduated college. Congratulations. But did you raise him or did you drop him off over there at your people's house? Because I can't see nobody who grew up under you being sane at all. When you change your whole body, you hate God.
Oh.
You didn't just change your ass. You didn't just change your titty. You change your nose. Blisters be changing their nose too, but I'm just saying, you got too much work on you to be complaining about anybody. I don't think she's married.
That's where I saw her on. I just saw her on that show I talked about.
What show?
That dating show that they have. I don't know what channel it's on, but it's a dating show. It's the second season and she's on it. And it's her. It's Tamar Braxton was on it.
Are you doing this to make me laugh?
No, I actually talked about it.
You bringing a whole lost tribe of women out your mouth.
And then it was
Who else? I bet it's one more, and I know she ain't gonna be shit.
It was Ocho Cinco's ex.
That's what I'm saying. Look at this. Yeah. I didn't know that.
Yes, that is true. There was a dating show that K. Michelle is on. I'm gonna stop the video here, guys. I'm not trying to play the entire Corey Holcomb live stream here, right? What I'm going to do is, once I'm done with the live stream here, if you're part of the replay gang, I will put the link for Corey Holcomb's live stream in the description box so you guys can watch it on. The whole purpose is we're reacting to a segment of the video. I'm not here trying to play the whole damn live stream here, So let me get to these supers here, and then I'll say a few more comments about this before we move on to the next here, all right? Shout out to my man Clifton, who's up in the supers here. He dropping the $5 holla, pushing the green plate in the chat. What you got for me, my brother Clifton, brother from Ohio, says, any person refused to date their own race or ethnicity has mental issues. That person has some self-hate issues that can't be trusted. That's a fact. My man Clifton in the building with that $5 holla. Hey, brother, salute. Thank you for the holla. I appreciate you. Thank you. Right back at you with that super. Hey, don't time him out again. I saw y'all timed him out. Don't time him out. Let that man, I need that guy to speak here. because we got a simp in the building. He says maybe Corey's hiding something since he's always trying to, and then he didn't even finish his word. Acute. I don't know. Hey, TJVDC, you got timed up for 60 seconds by somebody in my chat here. What was said that was all? What? Here, okay, here it is. I need you to say what was off. How about this? I got something for you here. I'll do this here. I don't want you to send some random vague comments because that's trolling right now. There's the link. Click on it. You got to have your camera on because if you really are about that, then you're going to state your position very eloquently. You're not going to be in no troller's ways. But if you do not click on that link and turn your camera on, I'm going to ban your ass to smithereens. Because I don't like the fact that people just come out of left field and just say a random vague thing. Because let's get to the brass of this here. Any woman, TJVDC, that gets a BBL has mental issues. That's a fact. Any woman that goes under this type of cosmetic surgery, where that any professional doctor, don't just take our word from a regular person. You go and talk to your regular professional, your primary physician. Talk to anybody. Matter of fact, ladies, if you don't have a doctor, how about you get a primary doctor? Okay, if you have a job, use your copay to go and sit down to a professional to ask certain questions that goes on with the human body, especially with women's here. And if any doctor will tell you, it is one of the most deadliest procedures that you can go under. It's a reason why they have so many facilities outside the country. If you gotta go outside the country, there's a problem right there. How many times, even lately in the last year, we see women who go have these BBLs, and then all of a sudden, then they go to the recovery house. They'll go to the Caribbean, offshoot island, have some doctor with no real credentials, and then have them fly back to Florida and some recovery center. And then next you know, they are no longer with us because whatever medication that they're giving, they're not prescribing the right things to take for this procedure here. Giving all kinds of cocktails, and next you know, these women are not even waking up anymore. There was a story literally 3 months ago. These two sisters went and got a BBL together. And then when they went back to Florida for recovery house, one of the assistants gave the girl a painkiller, but the painkiller did not mesh with the procedure, and that girl never woke up. Has a young kid and a family here, and now that kid's gonna be raised without a mama because she wanted a fat ass. I'm sorry. If you gonna put your life on the line for a big booty, we know that people need to go see some professional doctors. People need to go see why would they put their life on the line for a procedure when in actuality, if you had the discipline, the patience, you can create that own body in your own. It's called having the right structured diet, eating properly, and then going to the gym and working out and looking at your caloric intake, what you put into your system, and then what is actually coming out when you're working out and burning here, you know? So I need you guys to tell me where Corey Holcomb was wrong when saying that women have mental issues if you go under this procedure, number one. And then number two, guys, Cam Newton, who's always caping for the woman. Just like I played the clip earlier in this live stream here, how he always has a disposition towards women over men. And could it because, like with Corey making that accusation, I'm not going to say it, but Corey's saying it here. Maybe he's a little moist. Maybe he's zesty. But whatever it is, he is not being fair. It's one thing when we're seeing dudes who are being simps and they are rocking for women no matter what. And it's another thing when we're not only are they simping, it's just not even fair anymore. You can just tell it's just straight bias all the way, no matter what. We talk about football, it's one thing. We get into relationships, look like that light switch just cuts off. And for some reason, when it comes to men, all men are bad. All men are evil. all men are demons. You know, it's always the man's fault, and we never look at women as the fact that they could be at fault here, that they are not adults, that they don't have brains, that they don't move in the right way either. And that is the issue, people. That is the issue. And I understand life is not about being fair. If you want fair, go to the circus and you can go see the bearded lady and get yourself some goddamn cotton candy, right? But if we know for a fact that how you're moving and then the lifestyle you have and then, you know, how you're lit and we're seeing your relationship status, you should not even be the one that says you're talking as an authority figure, because at the end of the day, you are giving men the wrong advice, Cam Newton. You are leading men astray. You are basically becoming the poster child of simp men who see men who allow women to do everything they want here. And here's the thing. I'm not trying to come off when people are trying to, if you come in late saying, oh, this guy hates women, or this guy despises women, or no, I look at men and women as human beings. And I am sick and tired of seeing people who will look at a woman and thinking that they're 15 years old. You look at a woman and saying that basically you see a grown woman, but you're basically treating them like a child and have kitty gloves on. You basically saying no matter what they say, they can do no wrong. And that's the problem with society, people, today, because men are pissed off about that. We love our women. It's just the fact that why is it that when they can say the damnest things and then can basically come off as a misandrist, but then if we just air our grievances out, it looks like, oh, we hate women and then we're in the corner and that, you know, we're sucking our thumb and we ain't getting no booty for the last 10 years. And you know, but that is why we got to have these conversations. That is why we have to keep talking about these items, because we need people to use both their ears to listen and to hear. Not just listen and hear. What's going on, Pinball? Dave, I'm late to the party. K. Michelle's famous why? She's a singer. I mean, she had some albums out in the 2000s that people still rock and play with. You know, she does have a good voice. I'm not gonna be, you know, be disrespectful and say that she's not talented. She is talented, guys. And when I say that, several things can be true at the same time, like with Cam Newton. She is talented. She can sing. And on top of that, too, she's been on reality TV, Pinball. So that's why she's famous. But just because you have a talent doesn't mean you're right on everything, like we said with Cam Newton. And that is the issue with people today when we look at entertainers or athletes. Just because you have a talent doesn't mean that you are 100% right in all aspects of conversations. It just means that you know how to move in this area here, but it can also mean that you are ignorant as hell in all aspects of life. So what I'm going to do here after I get done this live stream here, I'll post Corey's live stream link in my description box after the fact so you guys can go watch that. If you guys want to, you can go to his channel here to get the full conversation. But at the end of the day, guys, I want to ask this question to the chat here, right? And also if you're part of the replay gang in the comments section, and I want to know what you think. Do you think that what my commentary and also Corey's commentary, because I'm agreeing with Corey here, do you think that women who get BBLs have a mental disorder? That's one. And after so much evidence here right now and over time, do we think that Cam Newton is zesty, or he is just the ultimate grifter towards women? It's gotta be one of the two, or possibly it's both here. Because any man that speaks this way here, I'm just telling men in general, we should not be listening to him for advice at all. Matter of fact, if there are an entertainer or an athlete, which they are basically, they're not even 1% of 1% of the male population. They do not move like the regular man. Should not even be listened to them on those standards. So what do y'all think about that there? Quick says, Cam is a thought chaser. He don't know how to deal with well-balanced women. He's as bad as Zion Williams. Hey, man, that's a fact, Quick. Thank you for that. That is such a fact. That is such a fact here, man. I appreciate that here, man. He is, and you know what, too? When Cam said late last year that he could turn a stripper into a housewife and he was serious about it, that tells you the mentality that this man, or even though he's a grown man, he has boyish ways. Because any grown man knows that any woman who is working that sex worker life, whether they're on the pole dancing or they're out here in the streets or they're an IG model doing something little strange for a little piece of change, you cannot turn that woman into a wife. Just because you marry her and give her that title of wife, you have to be a wife already. Women who move in sex work are not wives. So the fact that he thinks that he has that much hubris to change women, he's just as much as a sucker that we know that it is. Because no man can change a 304 into a housewife. Women are already housewives first. If they're a 304, they are not going to be the one that's going to protect your household. Ooh, boy. The Jurgen says fact. Pooh Man says yes and yes, maybe. Ty Pro says women who get BBLs have body dysphoria. Facts. I believe that, man. And you're saying here, BBLs are dangerous and reckless. Knowing this and still doing it makes you crazy. And when things go wrong, it is black men's fault. The same person refused to listen to us. Exactly. It's always our fault. But they're saying that, well, I got this because of black men, because of black. No. Cam Newton's a super simp. What women don't understand as we move on to the next subject here, guys, women, you saying that you get these procedures because of men? No. What you're missing here is that a man will go ahead and put his gas can. If it comes down to just strictly sex, we're gonna smash anything. That's a fact. If we own cock diesel, you know, we just looking for a hole. But what you guys are missing here is, it's one thing what men will have sex with. It's another thing where a man will marry and who he wants to spend a boring Sunday afternoon with for the rest of his life if he decides to go that route. And that is something that women, you need more men to talk to, because just because we'll lay down with you don't mean that you're going to get that last name. Ooh, boy. Man, oh, man. Says artist says sick as hell for sure. Exactly. Okay, guys, likes up in the building. Thank y'all for that. Like I said, I'm not going to go forever on Corey Holcomb because I'm not trying to replay his whole damn live stream. So shout out to Corey Holcomb. Salute to him, man. And I got to keep a lookout on the comedy schedule so that whenever he comes back to Chicago, best believe I'm going to go put my money, support that man, and see that man in stand-up, all right? Likes up in the building. Likes up in the building. What's going on, Jadarian? Good to see you, man. I'm back. What's up? Hey, man, we're cool. We're going to go on to the next subject here, guys. Let's go on to the next subject at hand here. Hold on. Give me 1 second here. Where is it at? Okay, we got that. Okay, we're going to do this here. Hey, give me 1 second. Let me move this over here. I'm going to do this. Okay, we were kind of talking about this earlier, guys, because, you know, when we started the live stream here, you know, news had broke about Kevin Durant getting traded to the Houston Rockets this morning, right? And he was traded for Jaylen Green. You know, the trade consisted of Jaylen Green, Dillon Brooks, the number 10 pick in this year's draft, and I believe that was originally Phoenix pick before previous trade transactions several years ago, and 5 second-round draft picks. Now, not 5 first rounds. This is not a New York Knicks trade where that was it, Mikal Bridges, and they traded him for 4 first round. It's second-round picks. So it's not that many draft picks, guys, when you think about it. Those second-round draft picks don't mean nothing. The core of the deal is Dillon Brooks, Jaylen Green, number 10 pick. And Clifton, that's a steal. Dillon Brooks is nobody's poster child. And Jaylen Green basically betting the playoffs, right? If you told me that I can get 2 or 3 years of KD give me 25 a game, sign me up for that here. Jaylen Green is not ready for the big stage here. He's a good young player, but him and Dillon Brooks is not going to win you that title. You know what I'm saying? But I wanted to talk about Jaylen Green because he's been in the news the last year and change because of who he's dating. Not just who he's dating. Who's his baby mama? Drea Michelle. Now, this video went viral a couple of days ago because Drea Michelle is the baby mama to Jaylen Green. And it's a really, really, really big age gap, guys. a really big age gap. She's 39 going on 40, and he's 23 years old. Matter of fact, her first son is the exact same age of Jaylen Green. I'm not lying. Drea Michelle has a 23-year-old son, and Jaylen Green is 23 years old. And it's really, really funny to see the diaspora, you know, the population. We see women actually, you know, they're like, you go, girl. You go, girl. You get yourself that NBA athlete. You bag that man, you know? You go ahead and be that cougar because she's about to be 40 and he's 23. If the roles were reversed and you had a 40-year-old athlete or entertainer and he's dating a 23-year-old woman, what do you have? You have grooming. You have he's manipulation. You literally have Diddy and Cassie. Damn. Isn't that what's going on in the Diddy case right now? That Diddy groomed Cassie, even though Cassie was already in the entertainment industry. She was already dating Ryan Leslie when her first hit that he had produced already smashed out. And then when Diddy took an interest to her, she dropped Ryan Leslie to her to get with that Diddy status. But somehow everybody wants to make it seem like that she was this poor, helpless, defenseless girl when in damn she's a grown-ass woman who know what she wanted to do, and she's as freaky, as nasty as they all want to be, just like Diddy, right? Just like Diddy. So when it comes to Drea Michelle, women are bigging up at this, knowing that this doesn't look right here. If this was a guy, we would call this grooming. If this was a guy saying he's taking advantage of her, but it's a woman, so we're saying, yeah, go get yours, girl, get that bag. So why are we talking about this right now? Well, there was a video that was released where that Jaylen Green and Drea Michelle, you know, she wanted to go shopping. I'm just going to set it up like that. She wanted to go shopping and says, I want to play a game. So here's what I'm going to do here. I'm going to put this video on the screen, guys, and we're going to watch this here, and I want to see how you guys look at this here. Is this nothing or is it something here? All right? Let's go ahead and pull up on the screen, guys. Let's go.
Okay, so I can do magic. I want to show you a magic trick, but if I get the magic trick and it amazes you and I pull it off seamlessly, then we can go to Sephora.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it. That's all I want. I want to go to Sephora. I want to just go to Sephora.
Right.
Get-
Wait a minute. Before this continues here, doesn't it feel like that Jaylen looks like a little boy here, guys? I mean, come on now. He's a grown man. He's in the NBA. He signed a $100 million contract with the Houston Rockets before getting traded to the Phoenix Suns. And I know what you're saying, Clifton, how that worked out for Houston. That's not on Durant. That's on Houston. That's on Phoenix building a bad team. I'll talk about that later. But you see her. Don't get it twisted here. Drea Michelle's fine. Not someone who I would wife, but she is fine. She can get that work. But doesn't he look like he is out of his league mentally with her? Right, you see and what I'm saying here is look at his body language, look at how he's moving, look how he's positioned, and then look at her body language, and then look how she talks to him. This is the dynamic that we're seeing here right now, right? Let's continue.
Get whatever I want. Okay? Okay, so I have this glass of water. You see the glass of water? I'm gonna cover it up. Okay?
Yep.
Okay, so I'm gonna prove to you that I can drink this glass of water without touching the towel. What do you think about that?
You gonna drink the water without touching the towel?
Yes.
How you gonna get to the cup?
Magic. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Go ahead.
Okay. Whoosh. Don't laugh. Don't laugh. Don't laugh. Ah, la, 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 la. Okay, let me teleport it. Okay. Okay. I drank the water. I did. I drank it.
Am I supposed to check or something?
I drank the water.
I don't know.
You gotta check to
I can
see.
check?
Yeah, you can check, sure. I'm driving or you're driving?
Wow.
She said without touching.
What y'all think about that, guys? Now, if you don't know anything about their history, you would watch that and say, oh, they were just playing. That's just fun and games, things of that nature. But the issue at hand here is, imagine if we had the exact same scenario with the way society moves, but the opposite is we have Diddy. And he's talking to Cassie. And then Diddy's like, yeah, baby girl, yeah, mama, take that, yeah, I'm gonna do this for you. And if I do this, I get this from you. And then next you're like, voila. Hold on, let me do it right. Voila, because it's Diddy, baby. Or you do another one. It's magic, because it's Diddy, baby. It's magic because it's Diddy, baby. What I'm saying here is, in our society, when we see somebody that there is a significant age gap, and we're watching it play out, when we know that they're linked together in a romantic way, I'm saying we, but people in general would be destroying Diddy or any other man in this situation here who is 39, 40 years old. They're dating a 23-year-old and playing these corny little games like this here, right? Hey, Jaylen Green is a grown man. He's in the NBA. He's making top-notch salary. He knows he's agreeing to be with her. He had the baby with her. They had a daughter. I know he got other babies out there and things of that nature out there in these streets and ways moving. And I saw someone who came in the building late saying, yes, he's the same guy that was humping on his teammate in a video about a year or two ago. Look kind of suspect and look kind of zesty. I get it. But what we're seeing here is, once again, double standards. Like we talked about K. Michelle earlier in this live stream here. Double standards. Women are given the green light to go ahead and date a younger guy. And here's the thing, he is grown. He's 23 years old. He's a professional athlete. The man is worth 9 figures. Hey, he gonna do what he's gonna do. That's what's going on here. The issue is, we see this directly in the face that he's getting played. He's gonna lose some money in the long run. They're not gonna last. He's gonna be cutting some child support checks, and then who knows, down the line we may hear some accusations. Right? Where when it goes bad, it's gonna go bad here. When we see grown men, we know that comes with the territory. That's what goes down. But isn't it? Hey, exactly, Clifton. Bill Belichick right now, right? When you see that age gap there, Bill Belichick is getting the brakes beaten off of him right now. And they're even talking about him maybe stepping down from, not right now, but there's even talks about him not coaching at North Carolina because of how much attention and how much closeness his new 20-something-year-old girlfriend has when he's like 40 plus years older than her. But when it comes to Drea Michelle, she is literally making TikTok videos and making IG videos and playing these corny, cringe games. And we're all watching this saying, man, this doesn't look right. And she's just doing this on a constant basis. She's walking, wearing new bags and shopping, doing her thing here. So she got to the bag. But it is so cringe. It is so out there, right? And there's nothing anybody can do about it. They're grown adults. They're going to move how they move. But why we're bringing this up here is, women are so quick to champion this type of behavior from women. But when guys do it, we're grooming. We're cringe. We're pedos. Or whatever name that you want to add to this type of description here. And you know what I say? A buck, a spade, a spade. If you think that a guy is cringe for doing this type of behavior with an age gap relationship, then you got to look at the same with women here. But we're not seeing that here. They're going to champion that. But you know what's going to hit the fan? If they break up and it really, really goes bad, I want to ask the chat something here. Who will be looked at worse when this relationship ends? Will it be Jaylen Green, who's the same age as her son? Or will it be Drea and Michelle? Hey, before we move on here, shout out to my man. Hey, I didn't know, Grits just became a member, y'all. Shout out to my man, Grits and Bacon. Bacon's been here for years. I did not know you became a member. You were never a member. But you know what, though? Welcome to the tribe. My man, Grits, welcome to the tribe. Brother Grits, salute. Thank you for the holla. I appreciate you. Thank you. And right back at you for being a member. Shout out to Grits and Bacon, guys. Back to it here. I mean, he's an adult. He's an NBA player. They're going to be in Phoenix now, you know, so at least where he got traded to, he's still going to be in a warm climate area. It's basically, he's, Phoenix, LA, Houston. He's still going to do his thing here, right? He's going to be the number one option. He's going to be able to chuck up a lot of shots here, It just said you just became a member, Grits. Or you was. Okay, did you upgrade it then? Okay, you must have upgraded. Well, shout out to you anyway. You must have upgraded. But this type of relationships here, I hate that we see double standards, guys. Hey, if Jaylen's happy, there's nothing we guys can say. We're going to sit back and say, it's only a matter of time. It is what it is, right? If it was the opposite, you would see women on forums. They'll be making videos. They were saying that she needs to leave him and then do everything to put names of Jaylen under the sun here. So he's a grown man. He can do what he want to do here. I'm just stating that it's very, very hypocritical that if women can champion what Drea Michelle is here, but when the opposite happens for men, it's literally put that man in jail. We literally have with the Diddy situation, the Diddy trial right now, people are trying to say that Cassie did not know what she was doing. We have people saying that Cassie was a little girl. We have people saying that Cassie couldn't do these things because Diddy is Diddy. And I just find this hard to believe that we allow grown adults to get away with basically murder when they have a brain. They have eyes. They were also dating other high-profile people or other entertainers as well. They're in the game. They understand what they're doing here. But for some reason, we keep kitty gloves on and treat them like they're 12, even though they are grown. But then when it comes to men, it's the opposite. Hey, guys, when this Jaylen Green, Drea Michelle situation ends, I'm going to be curious who is going to be blamed and who is going to be getting all of the bad negative press. Because Drea Michelle is an attractive woman for all these years and a couple of kids right now. Because the average woman in these IG streets is going to start looking busted. And she's made a point to keep herself up, so maybe she's using this so that she can jump to the next guy eventually. But, man, we know how the story ends. I'm curious what y'all going to see out there for the replay gang, for the chat live stream here in the comment section. I want to know what y'all think about Drea Michelle and Jaylen Green right now, because me personally, I don't like it. But, hey, let's move on to the next, guys. Let's move on to the next here. Let me go look at the chat here. What are y'all saying here in the chat? It says, man, that video was... Yeah, it was, Pooh, man. When Jaylen Green was moving like that in that video of his teammate, that was, man. Jay says, her face is tight as F. Yeah, man. Yeah, she probably has some work done, Erica says, I'm looking at her. Yeah. Green, because Michelle will go on the blue pill circuit trying about... Hey, Clifton, you and me both know how this ends. That's exactly what I was thinking here. Me and you both know how this ends here. Pooh Man says Jaylen because he definitely will cheat on her. Well, here's the thing, Pooh Man. He's already cheated on her. Hold on now. Hold on. Just remember, this is how it went under the radar, how women will go out of their way to make sure that Drea Michelle gets the bag. Because when she was pregnant, he had some other chicks pregnant too. He's really had 3 kids in like the last year and a half. Drea Michelle's just the one that said, I don't care about the other chicks. I'm going to get my money in this bag here, and I'm sticking it out. I don't care if my kid got half siblings now. He just signed his $100 million contract, and baby needs some new shoes. Baby needs some new shoes. Let's say here, Peter says, he will get blamed, and she'll put out false allegations to make him look bad because it's always that another double standard. Exactly, Peter, like that. Pooh Man says, Cassie was organizing those freak offs. Hey, man. Hey, guys, I think y'all need to chime in for tomorrow's live stream because I'm going to talk about Cassie and Diddy tomorrow. I had other topics, but I got some information. If you guys will watch this on Sunday, I need y'all to pull up on Monday evening. I'm going to talk about Cassie and Diddy. Yeah, I need y'all to pull up tomorrow. We're going to talk about that tomorrow, guys. All right? Tierland says, Kendra was big up in Drea like a week ago. You know why, Tierlando? Because Kendra sees Drea Michelle as goals. Hey, Kendra's, she knocking on 50, guys. No man, no kids, and she see Drea Michelle 40 years old and got an NBA baller. See, women like Kendra see that and think they got a chance. Can I find a way to bag a 23, 24-year-old NBA player? Or can I find an NFL player? Or maybe even better, can I get a Major League Baseball player? And can I just somehow say, oops, we were so hot and heavy into it, I didn't make him put a rubber on, and I ain't taking no other protection, and I let that man just raw dog it to me, and next thing you know, hey, we're going to have a legacy baby, or maybe a future baller. So Cassie is more of a perpetrator than Diddy is. Peter, hey, we're going to talk about that. I got a live lined up already. We're going to talk about that. What? What? Yeah, what? Yeah, we're going to talk about it, guys. I got something tomorrow. Guys, hey, if I had more time, the Cassie talk would have been today, okay, what I got going on. We're going to do it on Monday, okay, guys? Pooh Man says, damn, Anthony Edwards and Jaylen Green, I thought it would be Ja Morant. Hey, shout out to Anthony Edwards. Hey, man. Hey, the man loves a raw. Hey, you know what, though? I think that the funniest thing that Anthony Edwards could do, if he told the Minnesota Timberwolves that during the games, whenever he hits a bucket, you know, they got the PA and the sound system, they got music throughout the NBA games. Anthony Edwards needs to come out and represent. He needs to live in his truth. He needs you to say, whenever he goes to the Minnesota Timberwolves, it's like, yo, during the home games, whenever I have a highlight or I make a bucket or, you know, or we go to a timeout because I did something spectacular. Whatever the music is, when the TV timeout goes to commercial, you need to play "Oh Dirty Bastard." Ooh, baby, I like it raw. Ooh, baby, I like it raw. Ooh, baby, I like it raw. Shimmy, shimmy, yam, yay. Hey, come on, man. We need Anthony Edwards to go ahead that he needs to make sure that his theme music is "Oh Dirty Bastards." Shimmy, shimmy, y'all, shimmy, yam, shimmy, yay. Hey, come on, man. He needs to own his truth. Cassie was complicit in the victim, not a victim. Facts, man. Yeah. Said Jaylen Green was complicit with giving Drea Michelle the stripper a bag. Yeah, that's the thing too, Leroy. The one thing about Jaylen Green is, who does he got? Where's his OGs at? Because we see how he's moving. He's humping on his own teammates. He's getting 39, 40-year-old women knocked up here. He is completely at fault for his decisions because he is 23. And even though women will see a 23, so that's a little girl, but we see Jaylen, even though he's young, he's a grown man. He's got to own these mistakes, and he is already going to own them because once they break up, he's going to be on child support and be on papers. All right? Yeah. Right, Clifton. Ja. Where's Ja? Hey, man, he might be on the trading block. He might be on the trading block. Hey, Peter says, Mystical, shake that. Hey, that's not a bad one, too, Mystical. Yeah, with his jailbird ass. That man can't. Hey, man, can Mystical just stay out of jail? Didn't he catch like another case last year with the same type of accusations? Can he just stay out of jail? Come on, Mystical. Can you stay out of jail? Boom, boom, boop, boop, doop. Boop, boop, doop. Shake your ass. Watch yourself. Shake your ass. Show me what you're working with. Hey, come on, man. Hey, but you know what, though? That was a time to be alive in the 2000s. Some of y'all young cats out there don't know about when that song came on in the club. Yo, especially out here in Chicago. Boop, 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 doop. Boop, boop, doop. Hey, yo, if you was in the club back then, see, y'all kids in the club today, I feel sorry for y'all. Y'all ain't got no real club music. Y'all ain't got no real club bangers. Y'all got tethers mad because they don't play more Afro beats in the clubs. Man, y'all don't know what it was like in the early 2000s, boy. We were getting it in, boy. Yo, man, yo, it was literally foot to ass getting it in. Let me stop. What you saying here, Clifton? Looked at Green's other baby mama. He definitely had the type. Yeah, he do. If you guys look at all the girls he got knocked up, he was yelling danger in jail. Yeah, he was. Danger! Get on the floor. Y'all don't know, man. Mystical he was screaming the panties off in the 2000s, guys. The late 90s and the 2000s, Mystical was screaming the panties off. And you wanna know something? The women were obliging, y'all. The women were obliging. Jaylen Green OGs are the backyard again. Yo, you're right. Yes. Yo, man, them backdoorians. For real. The backdoorians. You was a middle school pool, man? Yeah, you too young, man. You too young. Says, the feeling right here. Yeah. He says, I'm the round out the tank. There I go. There I go. Yeah. I know T. Orlando in the South. Hey, T. Orlando, I got to ask you, since you are a Southern brother, I know how it was getting down to Chicago when you was hearing that, when it was hearing this music. What was going on in the South? Because if fellas like me was getting it in Chicago, I know that y'all must have been killing it in the South, man. Said, I do miss the early 2000s. I do, man. That was a good time. We're going to go to the next video, guys. We're going to move to the next video here. Let me see. Give me 1 second here. I got a little bit more time before I get out of here. Like I said, shout out to Likes Up in the Building. Shout out to the AIC. You know, like I said, we pulled up early on a Sunday because if you guys are watching this on the replay, Game 7 is tonight. OKC in Indiana. It's not every day that you get the championships of whatever league that you got, and we're going to a Game 7. And you know what? I'd rather just go ahead and enjoy the game and then make y'all make a choice here. So shout out to y'all, Likes Up in the Building. We're here early so we can go ahead and watch the game tonight. You know what I mean? Let's see here. Clifton says, Mystical went to prison initially because they thought a chick stealing from the dressing room and made her service them. Yeah, that. He caught another same case though, Clifton. The same thing, man. It's saying he's trying to take the booty. You know, he keep catching the same charges. You know, he caught another case. Mystical was taking the pee from his grape charge. Yeah, man, he's trying to take it. You know, like I said, when he was screaming the booty off in the tracks, he was doing the same thing in real life, possibly. You know, allegedly right now. Okay, so we'll win. Okay, we got Clifton going for OKC here. You know, shout out to OKC. You know, all right, guys. We're going to move on. I'm not going to be on here too much longer. This is not going to be a marathon live stream. You know, I wanted to pull up on a Sunday. Thank y'all. Likes up in the building. You know, drop the super chats in the building. If you got more, let's keep the color in the chat going. You know, so Cash App in the description box below, $ that dude named Dave. Okay, so we're gonna react to one more video before we call the day, guys. I saw you guys had emailed me this video from Kendra. And I didn't know how much time I had today, and I said, okay, we'll react to a Kendra video right now, okay? Likes up in the building. If you guys know who I am, you know, we reacted to so many Kendra videos, and she's just been getting grilled lately. Everybody's been seeing, you know, I did a reaction to her and Carlos Miller, and I swear, you know, Kendra, you know, more power to her. It seems like she's getting a bad rap these days. She's having some problems right now, you know, but I want to react to this email, the video y'all sent me, regarding a woman who is basically a born-again virgin. Y'all heard that right. You guys sent me a video where Kendra is talking to somebody who is now a BAV, born-again virgin. Hey, oh, there you are, Grits. Been a member for two years, 24 months in the gang. Shout out to my man, Grits and Bacon. See you later, Derek. Thank you, Grits, for coming through. Yeah. T. Orlando says Kendra is 2 sandwiches away from losing that weight battle. Hey, T. Orlando, I thought you loved Kendra. T. Orlando, I thought you loved Kendra. I thought you loved some Kendra, dog. What are you talking about, T. Orlando? But check it out. We have a woman who's a born-again virgin. She has put the vajayjay on ice. She has gone ahead and put the chastity belt on, zipped it up, then put a metal lock on it, locked it up, threw away the key, walked away for a decade and change, and said, now I want to come back into the rat race here. You know what I'm saying? So I think that I want to hear how the tribe reacts to this video here. It could be nothing. It could be something here. Likes up in the building. Let's go.
Girl.
I can't believe I got picked.
I know. Wait, I said that was to be the number one fan. What's your name, baby?
I am Crystal.
Crystal, where you calling me from?
I am in Alabama.
Alabama.
Kendra G Singles, the dating app. It's available now. How old are you?
I am 37.
37.
And what do you do for a living?
I am a pre-K teacher, and I'm also an autism advocate.
Teacher, y'all.
And an autism advocate. Crystal, Alabama, 37, pre-K teacher, autism advocate. Do you have any kids?
I do. I have 2 boys.
Oh.
What are your 2 boys?
2 boys.
Yes, I do.
How old are your 2 boys, honey?
17 and 11.
17 and 11. Both by the same man?
No, 2 different dads.
Have you ever been married?
Yes.
And when did you get divorced?
I got divorced 11 years ago.
Crystal, Alabama, 37, Capricorn, pre-K advocate, also works with autism. Mom of 2 boys by 2 men, was once married. Let's do it. What kind of man you looking for?
Let's get into it, y'all.
I'm looking for a man that is God-fearing. He's a leader. He's a protector. He's a provider. He doesn't mind me having children. That's understanding, and he's loyal and family-oriented. But most importantly, put God first.
Ooh, child, I've been coming. Jesus at the door. God first. What are your deal breakers besides not lowering the Lord, child?
Deal breaker is disloyal, not honest, has too many kids. That is a deal breaker. I can deal with 3. I can deal with 2. But if you have like 5 and 6, no.
Ain't that ironic how people who got a lot of kids by different baby daddies basically says, you can't have that. You can't have that. Day. Do we have Jasmine Crockett twin on her? Hey, come on, Janaria. Jasmine Crockett. Oh, god dang, man. Nah, come on, man. What provider is choosing a 2-time baby mama? Bama, hold this L, yeah. Hey, okay. We're going to get back to the video here. I just find this so ironic that, hey, you did this to yourself. I remember I had a conversation with someone a couple of days ago, getting mad at me about talking about single mothers, right? And my thing is, I posed a question back. Are they not single mothers? And do they have a harder time because of their circumstances? The title's the title. But how is it that you out here with multiple baby daddies and you're saying, well, you can't have that many kids either? Like, I understand if somebody with no kids is saying this here, but when you got multiple baby daddies, hey, come on, man. But let's go. Let's hear more what she got to say here.
Okay, so 3 is the max?
3 is the max.
Okay. Should he look a certain way?
No, I don't
You don't care
discriminate.
how he looks?
I don't discriminate.
Yeah, he looks, child. What about money? Should he make a certain amount of money?
Uh-oh, money.
I'm open. I'm open.
Okay. Let's do the Kendra Cam. That's when you stand up and we see your full
Let's see what
body.
she working with, y'all. Let's see what she got.
I got on my pajamas, so I hope.
Okay, I know it's late.
Don't be dragging me in the comments.
Wait. Before we get into it here, why do you have pajamas on and you click the link to come on here? For this type of YouTube channel that Kendra has, if you get picked to come on, you got to showcase yourself. This is this comment that keeps going on and on and on. We got the crickets going on right now because it's the same story. If you want to be on this show here, why don't you be presentable? Let's go.
It's okay.
Okay. You look short. Are you short?
I am short.
How tall are you?
I am 5'5".
Oh, okay. Well, that's not that short. I thought you were shorter than 5'5". Okay. When was your last relationship?
I have been single for a while. So I have not had a relationship in a while. Once you answer to God's calling, you have to be obedient and go after to what He tells you to do. So that's what I've been doing.
Okay. So when was your last relationship?
I haven't had one in a long time, ever since my divorce.
Okay. So when was that?
That was 11 years ago.
Okay. So you've been single for, huh?
I haven't did anything.
Nothing. Okay. So you haven't had sex either?
No.
Okay. So the last person you slept with was your husband?
Yes.
See, last live stream, we proved the point that when they say they're single, there's already somebody in there that's digging in those guts. Okay? Because then we proved the point. Because, like, you ain't had a man, but it's like, when's the last time you had sex? Oh, yesterday. There's always someone in that back pocket. But what happens, guys? What happens when something like this says, it's been 11 years since someone then knocked the dust off that? Hold on, one more again, y'all. Wait a minute. Is this microphone on? Is this on here? It's we know all the time when women, we can see the type of one that says, I ain't got no man, but we know they got a little something that goes ahead and scratch those itches, right? But what happens when it hasn't been dusted off in 11 years? We talking cobwebs on that. Okay. God, Lee says, I have 3 years under my belt and it feels pretty awesome. 3 years. Hey, I'm not saying nothing. I'm not saying nothing, Erica. I'm not saying, hey, leave me out of this. Hey, what's going on, Jose? You say, wow, incredible. Coochie cobwebs. Thomas says cap. Sheila says, well, a lot of 3 years here. Sheila, well, in Sheila's defense, Sheila's been sick. In Sheila's defense, you've been sick, baby girl. In your defense, all right? Bats, god damn, Sheila. Hey, Sheila got dust. Oh, no. No, y'all, come on. Clifton says, she not born again. It just have rusted shut. Oh, come on, man. She most likely gotten her cooch eaten out and no one know it. And no one even know it. Wait, just did an 8-year stint. Hey, come on, Erica. You act like you was on lockdown. Love after lockup. I just did an 8-year stint, Dave. Hey, come on. Come on. Don't do me like that, Erica. Don't do me like that, Erica. So Humpty Hump ain't humping T Lee. I don't know. The Humpty dance is your chance to do the hump. Baby. Do the Humpty Hump. Do the Humpty Hump. Hey, yo, I am that old to remember the Humpty dance, okay? Erica, you need me to knock the dust off? Oh, no, T. Orlando's in there. Don't do it, T. Orlando. He's shooting the shots again. Says, I've been trying to knock Sheila down. She won't. She don't want DA. Stop it, T. Orlando. Peter says, I don't believe they're honest. Hey, man. Back cave Sheila, y'all got to stop in the chat here. Y'all are killing me. Right, T. Orlando? T. Orlando, I'm going to text you on that 8-year bid. We going to talk about that one, man. Her puss in Shawshank. Hey, come on. I'm coming back in a minute. Okay, guys. Hey, let's get back to the video. I love the chat. Likes up in the building. I love y'all. That's why I live react to these videos. Y'all be having me rolling here. Let's get back to it.
Ex-husband, and you got divorced 11 years ago.
Yes.
Are you waiting to remarry to have sex again?
Yes.
Okay.
This time I am, yes.
Okay. Well, girl, you've been doing it for 11 years. This time, oh, not for your first marriage, you didn't.
No.
You're off to the side. Stay in the center.
Wait. Let me get this straight here. Ladies, and T. Lee, you know I'm going to say here, T. Lee. Why do ladies try to do the things they should have done from the beginning? But then after they made the quote unquote mistakes, they want to do the things that should have been done when we men tell you what the get down is, right? You were, before you got married, you weren't a virgin. You was getting it in. You were doing your thing. Matter of fact, you got 2 kids by 2 different men, right? Even though that you have an ex-husband now. Now that you're a little bit older, you've been through some growing pains, you're saying to yourself, now I'm gonna move the way I move before the 2 baby daddies involved. And we're telling y'all ladies, y'all should move like this over 11 plus years ago, because then you would get your results that you're actually looking for. You're trying to go ass backwards. You can't go ass backwards trying to do things that works out for you in your 20s, but then you're in your 30s, knock on your 40s doing this kind of mess here. You know what I'm saying? So let's get back into it here.
Okay. So you haven't had sex in 11 years and you're not changing that until you become a wife again.
Yes,
So if you were never to get married again, you just will never have sex again.
that is correct.
Okay, she ain't playing.
Whoa, hold on, y'all. Whoa. She says that if she never gets married, she ain't having sex ever again. Woo. Here's the problem, ladies. Why don't y'all move like this when y'all young so you can get the right man, so then you don't got to worry about not having sex for the rest of y'all life? Putting the cart before the horse, guys. Putting the cart before the horse.
Playing with you. No cookie without the ring. No cookie without the ring. No cookie without the ring. Netflix and chill ring. Okay. You horny ring. Okay. You want to get to know me ring. Okay. She ain't playing with you. It's been 11 years. She already went that long. What you think you're going to do? You think you're going to run up for her? She been celibate for 11 years, sir. She ain't breaking it for nobody, not even you. If you got money in your pocket, keep it there, because she's not for sale. What you trying to do? Oh, well. If you ain't down, well. Keep it going. 11 years strong. She ready to open up, but you better get a ring, because ring the alarm.
Exactly. And to the people that
This exact moment is the reason why Carlos Miller the other week was grilling her how she don't want to agree, how she be gassing these women up knowing that they rolling on empty. This exact moment is how we keep saying, Kendra, why are you gassing these women up? Why are you literally trying to give them some extra pop when we know the men, even the dusty Dirk Digglers, the Pookies and Ray Rays in her live stream is just dogging this out here. So why are you doing this to these women? Why are you doing this to her? You knowing that you gassing her up, thinking that you over here giving her the props here, when everybody's just shaking their head saying, that's not it. Look at that here. He says, Peter says, y'all okay? They say that until he's too attractive. Facts. Said, Kendra still hurt from that African scammer. Hey, man. Sir Ashyfoot, Erica. Hey, Erica, you saw Sir Ashyfoot? Hey, man, shout out to Sir Ashyfoot, man. He says, W2F putting a ring on a 2-time baby mama. I know. Let's get back to it.
they're saying that I'm lying, no, I'm not lying.
Ooh, China, has it been hard?
It has been. I'm not gonna lie. It has been hard, but I'm good. It's not about sex all the time, and that's where people fail to realize it's not about sex all the time. I want to get to know you on a deeper level. Sex does not have to be on the table all the time.
Said what man? We know why she's single. Hey guys, we're gonna get to the rest of this video. And ladies, Erica, Sheila, y'all know women like this. She's the type of woman that would tell a man, and you probably got friends just like this here, just what she said here. Sex ain't that important to me. It's not that big of a deal. I can go the rest of my life without sex. Have y'all ever heard a woman in real life say this? I have. I have, y'all. This the kind of woman that will be single for the rest of her life. True story time really fast. When I used to be a Jehovah's Witness, y'all, I used to knock on y'all doors. I used to tell y'all, are y'all ready for Jehovah's return? I used to hack watchtowers. I used to hack them watchtowers. And I remember my guys, A. Clifton, some of my peoples tried to hook me up with this one girl from Ohio. This was like 20 years ago. I'm not lying, this was like 20 years ago, right? I was 26 years old. So it was like 19 years ago. My bad, I'm off by a year. But I was 26 years old. And they try to hook me up with this light-skinned chick from Ohio, right? So then, we had a little get-together and everything. And then, I talked on the phone. And then she came in town. I was like, I talked to her to see what's going on, I see what's going on, And then we started talking and everything. And she older than me. I'm 26. And I think she was like 34, 35 at the time. Real older, right? And I was like, that's not my get down. Even at 26, I was like, I smash an older chick. I ain't marrying an older chick. I thought that way back then, right? So then we having a conversation and we getting into it and everything. I'm trying to find a little bit more about her. And then, of course, we Jehovah's Witnesses, so you ain't supposed to be having sex. You ain't supposed to be getting the get down. I'm going to tell y'all right now, I was getting it in. For all y'all Jehovah's Witnesses out there, I don't care. I lied. I was smashing cheeks. I was getting it in, all right? Talking about, yes, all praise to Jehovah. And then the next day, I'm smashing. I'm getting it in, all right? So I'm doing the dizzle, right? I was lying. I was lying to the elders, right? So then I have a conversation where she's like, I'm a virgin. I'm like, okay, I can believe that. The women in the congregation can be virgins and everything. But she told me, since I never had sex before, I would be okay if I never did it. After I left my boy's house, I got some ass that night. I got some ass that night. I never talked to her ever again. Ladies, this is not a flex. I tell y'all this story for a reason. That if ladies, don't tell men that you're okay with never having sex ever again. You know what that means? That is the road to a sexless marriage. She will give it to you a few times and it's gonna be over. It's gonna be done. It's gonna be finito. You're gonna be over here 40-something years old and then you're gonna be over here clapping side piece action because of the fact that she ain't doing it no more. I'm telling you my story. We're gonna get back to this video here to let y'all ladies know it is not a flex to tell men or tell the world that you're okay with not having sex, because from my experience, that means that you will give the guy a few nuggets here and there. You'll go ahead. You might go ahead and give it a little touch. You might give it a little lick, right? You might do that a few times there, but by the time if you make it to the 5-year marker, you're never gonna be getting it again. You're never gonna get it again. Ladies, this is why she's single, and this is why y'all single, openly saying, I'm cool about being a born-again virgin. I'm cool about not having sex again. I'm telling y'all, every dude who heard that just went ahead and straight up run for the hills. They ran away, okay? So we're gonna get back to the video. I'm just letting y'all know right now. Y'all wonder why you get to a certain age and say, where the men at? You said this exact same conversation and the guy said, I'm not trying to be with someone who's only going to give me the ass in the first few years and it's over. All right? You say, hey, Dave was cracking cheeks at Kingdom Halls respectively. I was, Jay. I was. Hey. True story. Before I gave my very first public talk on a Sunday, and over 300 people saw me on a Sunday give this talk on a Sunday. The night before, I was working on my outline, and my girlfriend at the time came over, and I smashed that ass. I'm telling you, hey, I did not even have my talk wasn't finished yet. I was supposed to go on stage and do a whole full 45 minutes, and I only had 20 minutes of material. And I know what I said to myself, I need some ass before I can work on this talk. I went ahead and smashed and then worked on the rest of the talk the rest of that night. Yeah, okay. Just a tip. So you're not going to find me with a lady like that. Sex is a normal human activity. Exactly, you got it right, man. You got it right. It says, let me scroll. We go back. We gotta get back to the video here. They don't say that to men they are attracted to. Her problem is she probably don't land men. She finds no, Mark. I'm telling you, these are the kind of women that says it to all men they encounter if there's any kind of talking phase, Mark. I'm telling you, it's not a one-time thing. Not just me talking to these girls. I've seen my boys talk to girls. This is actually a real thing, Mark. It's not just the ones saying they're not attracted. There is women out here who literally think this way, who will state this, and then they're cool with not having sex ever again, or if they've only had it a few times because it's so frequently in between, and on top of that too, they have bad sex. So if they have bad sex, they're cool with no sex. I'm telling you, Mark, they're not lying. There's women who move like this, whether they like the guy or not. I'm keeping it a buck with y'all. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Yes, true story, exactly. All right. Oh, shout out to my man. We gotta get back to the video here. Shout out to my man Grits and Bacon with the $2 holla, pushing the blue plate in the chat saying 11 years isn't a flex. My man Grits in the building. Hey, brother. Salud. Thank you for the holla. I appreciate you. Thank you. Right back at you with that super. Appreciate you, man. Erica says it's bad sex. Everybody's not good in bed. Yeah. But the fact that Songa says I'm good without having it ever again, that tell you how bad it was. Hey, I've encountered women who I dated a woman one time, and she was 10 years older than me. And she said that she had never had an orgasm. Now, that was not the case after I was done. But I'm telling you, y'all, let's get back to the video. There's people who move like this. The box is broken, says Eric. God damn. Yeah, let's get back to it.
And that's what it is, child. Okay. 3 flaws you have to work on.
3 flaws I have to work on is my attitude. That's something that I am still working on, because if you say something wrong that I don't like, I am.
Say again?
What?
Oh, you went out.
She lost her volume?
Hello?
Can you hear me, Kendra?
I can hear you now.
I had a phone call coming in and I couldn't answer. Get off the camera. That's my son. He being nosy. He being nosy.
Fellas,
what you want?
Hold on. Fellas, this is Step Daddy season. Ladies, we can know that you have kids. Even the guys who may be open to talking to a woman who got kids. We ain't supposed to see the kids before the first date. Little ninja in the background, all up in the business, all up in the video, all up in the mix. Come to Stepdaddy season. Hey, man. Like right here, Orlando, Nug is in the back. Let's continue.
I didn't mean to hit you in your face, but you being nosy, son. One thing I would say is my kids are very protective over their mother. So you better come correct with your A game.
Oh, I'm not lying, Trust. I know Stepdaddy season's over. Shout out to Jason Black and his broadcast the other night. I'm saying she's trying to campaign for Stepdaddy season. Hey, trust me, brother. I know it's canceled. All right? Lil Nug canceled it for her right now. Let's get back.
A game.
Come correct with your A game. Okay, so what were your 3 flaws? I'm not sure if we answered it. Did we?
Yes, my 3 flaws is, still working on, my attitude. If you say something that I don't like, I am a straightforward person. I'm very blunt. So, just working on the attitude a little bit. Other than that, that's basically it. Just working on trying not to get so upset real quick. Gotta be patient.
Okay. And why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
Because for one, I put God first. First and foremost, he's ahead of my life. Very down to earth, very family oriented, and I'm laid back. I'm not about drama. I'm not about games. I'm just me. And one thing that I want him to know is that me and God got a good relationship going. So you cannot interfere with that relationship. If you can't understand that me and God got a strong relationship, I grew up in the church, so I do go to church. As long as he values that, then we good.
Okay, let's do it. So we got Crystal, Alabama, 37, Capricorn, pre-K teacher. Are you a pre-K teacher?
Yes, pre-K teacher.
Okay, also works with kids with autism. You said you would date a man that has kids?
Yes.
And what's the age range you would date?
I'm open. As long as he's not a newborn, then we good. But an age above newborn, they could be 2, 3, and up. I'm okay with that because everybody needs love too. It's a total package.
It's a total package. Don't play with her. All right, Crystal, Alabama, 37, Capricorn, pre-K teacher, autism. Are you on the Kendra G singles dating app?
I am not, but I have heard of your website.
Well, listen, girl, the man of the Lord can't reach out to you unless you got to do your part. You know, faith without works is dead. Okay, so you got to do.
Hold on. No, Kendra. How dare you try to quote that damn scripture? You're on the show right now. You gonna try to quote faith without works is dead? Oh, Lord. Here's the problem, Kendra. Where's the works in the app? Where is the successful relationships? You can't quote that when where is the work? Unless we're gonna call her the work for my fellas that understand. See, if we're gonna call her the work, that's different. But don't be saying that faith about works is dead when your app don't got the work. Let's go.
Your part, y'all think I ain't know the Bible. I know a page or two. So let me tell you something, but I know the Lord real well. Okay. Now you need to get on the app, girl. Let me show it to you if you're trying to get this man child that's trying not to get nothing child until he become your husband child. So this is the dating app Kendra G Singles, okay?
Yes.
Okay, download the dating app. I almost said a cuss word, but I know you know the Lord well. I'm gonna probably add you to my resume. I told Kurt Franklin he the reason I'm getting to heaven because I got vouchers. I got one from Yolanda Adams, Kurt Franklin. I'm getting into heaven. I might have to add you, CC, because you ain't had sex for 11 years. So I know you know the Lord because only the Lord could keep you.
Listen,
That's strong.
when your grandparents is the chairman, deacon, and deaconess, yeah.
I know you got to. I know you probably sleep with the Bible. Just you in the Word, literally in the bed, child. Don't play with no CC. 11 years, child. I don't be 11 years, child. You tougher than the most of us.
Yeah.
I got some girls who can't do 11 days. CC, pray for them. I'm not one of those girls, but I got some hot pockets. CC.
Hold on. Did y'all hear that? Did Kendra just come out and say she basically got someone glazing those cheeks, but she ain't got no one to marry them cheeks, y'all? Hey, guys, did I hear that wrong? Hey, chat, before I finish off did y'all hear what Kendra just said there? Did she basically own up the fact that they all got somebody to clap those cheeks? The difference is the person clapping those cheeks ain't wifing them. It's just to scratch that itch, y'all. Gotta scratch that itch, y'all. But hey, whoever's scratching that itch, Kendra ain't claiming them, y'all. Exactly, to Orlando. Birds of a feather flock together. I still believe 11 years is cap. Hey, man, y'all. So, sleep with the pastor? Maybe. Hey, y'all going in. Let's go.
And they be like, Kendra, I just need, and they can't go past 11 days. So matter of fact, give us your celibacy prayer. Let's see how you did it. Tell us the prayer. See, so we gonna bow our heads and let you say the prayer that gets you through 11 years of no sex. Go ahead, CC, take it away.
My celibacy prayer was, God, just take any soul ties. I just want you to be furnished.
Wait, God. Wait. Are they actually praying? Wait, guys, hold on. I'm literally blind reacting to this. Y'all emailed me this video. I didn't know it was going to be this bad. Hold on. Let me rewind that to the beginning here. So are they trying to do their own version of Sierra's prayer for the born-again virgins? Okay, hold on, guys. I'm going to rewind that back just a few seconds here. I can't believe we've gotten to the point that they're literally having abstinence, born-again prayers on her stream here. This is now the next level of the get down here. I'll get to y'all super in a second here. Hold on, let's get back to it here.
Tell us the prayer, Cece. We're going to bow our heads and let you say the prayer that gets you through 11 years of no sex. Go ahead, Cece. Take it away.
Oh, my God.
My celibacy prayer was, God, just take any soul ties. I just want you to be front and center. Remove anything that's not of you. I want you to be front and center. So, Lord, just remove any urges of trying to want to have sex.
Yes, Lord.
And that's it.
That's all. That's it.
Just something simple, nothing dramatic.
Well, I thought 11 years celibacy prayer had to be like, good Lord, it's me again.
No.
I need you to keep me, Lord, because it's been 11 years. I don't know, 11 times, God, you made the earth, you made the plane, you made the hours. You know how many seconds that's been. It's been a lot of seconds, Lord, but I am rolling with you, Lord, but I need you to send my next husband because, Lord, 11 years is getting a little hard now, Lord. We want to make sure we meet him before we get to 12. Okay, Lord, can you hear me before we get to 12? Can we make sure that my next husband comes through? Because, Lord, I'm in the Bible with you in the bed, but I need to be with my man in the bed, and I know I'm going to wait for you because you got my husband for me. I thought the prayer was something like that, Cece.
No.
Oh, okay. Well, you got it. Okay. Well, you. I got to know the Lord like you. I want to be a better Christian. Download the dating app and set up your profile.
I will, love. I will.
Bye, baby.
Bye.
Listen, I admire you.
What was that? What was that? Y'all actually emailed me that? Y'all actually emailed me that? That actually happened? That actually happened? Come on, man. Hey, yo, that, hey, y'all. Hey, I'm speechless right now. Hey, man. Hey, oh, man. Hey, come on, man. Don't realize the damage is already done. A pure person can more easily detect the toxic one. I enjoy sex. Hey. A woman broadcasting her sexual habits is wild. Tell her to show us her bedside table drawer. Hey, come on, Jay. Oh, my God. Oh, hey, come on, man. Hey. Trust says, Kevin Samuel said, all this ish, fake Christians. Dude. My God. Jay says, Kendra hates the fact God is described as man. Oh, my God. I emailed the Pookie. You did? Hold on. I'm gonna see what you emailed me, Pooh, man. Let me get to this super here. Shout out to my man Grits and Bacon back in the building again. Grits is back with another $2 holla passion the blue plate saying, when they say God first, run, fellas. Oh, my God. Hey, Grits. Salud. Thank you for the holla. I appreciate you, man. Thank you. Right back at you with that super. Appreciate the blue plates, man. Y'all can keep passing them, y'all. Hold on here. Let me see what let me check my inbox, man. You emailed me something? Said here, hold on. Let me go to the inbox here. Hold on, that's Timu. Timu hitting your boy up. Oh, okay, I see what you sent me here. Hold on here. 1 second, guys. I'm looking at Pooh Man. He's the number one mod in the game. Shout out to Pooh Man, number one mod in the gang. Oh, no, Pooh Man. No, Pooh Man. You didn't just email this to me. Hold on, Pooh Man. Hey, hold on, guys. This is real time here. What did he send me here? Oh, man. What is this, Pooh Man? Oh no, trust that she could date a man. He's just gonna have sex with another woman until she opens up her legs. Oh, that's what. Oh yeah, trust. That's the game. Hey, trust. I'm glad you said that here. Trust. See, ladies, you can be a born again virgin. Let's just keep it a buck here. If you can find that idiot, that sucker, brother, that will wait until the wedding night to have sex with you, even though you got kids and got multiple baby daddies. Isn't that crazy as hell? The genie's out the bottle. Other ninjas got kids by you, and then the new ninja can't even sniff or taste it, right? But you're right, Trust. Ladies, you can go with this mantra thinking that this guy is waiting for you. This guy is holding out for you. This guy is honoring your wishes and is keeping it pure. But here's the thing. He's having sex with other women. You can practice abstinence. He's not. So we need y'all to understand this here. If you do find a dude that actually says, I'm okay with you being abstinent, that's a good thing. That you over here and you listening to God. Hold on. Not even that. Let me do this even better here. Hold on. Let's do it. Remember Alvin and the Chipmunks, guys? Y'all remember Alvin and the Chipmunks? This is how these guys sound.
I think it's okay that you are saving yourself for marriage, even though you got 2 baby daddies and everything. And even though you didn't wait for marriage to have sex with those other 2 guys, especially with the last man here. I'm gonna go ahead and sit here and wait while you go ahead and get your JJ right and keep the cobwebs out there, right? I'm gonna go ahead and get me some side action. I'm gonna get me some stranger danger. I'm gonna get me some side tatas. I'm gonna get me that bootay. I'm gonna go ahead and clap cheeks. And then, when you ready to go ahead and touch your toes, when you ready to touch your toes, then I'll be ready.
Shout out to Alvin the Chipmunks. I had to bring that back. Some of y'all probably say, what the hell is wrong with Dave? What is wrong with Dave?
That's what's wrong with me here. I'm giving y'all the simp language. This is how simps talk right now. I'm okay that we gonna wait till the marriage night. I'm cool that you got multiple baby daddies. I'm cool that Tyrone had it before me, and I gotta pay a higher price than Tyrone, then Pookie, then Ray Ray, then Dusty Darrell. Hell, if you're a swirler, White Mike, okay?
Hey. I'm sorry, I had to do it. That's how those guys sound like. Hey, ladies, the kind of guy that's going to wait for you like that with 2 baby daddies, that's how those men sound like. That's how those men move. Hey, shout out to Mark the Guardian. He back again with another $5 holla, pushing the green plate in the chat. What you got for me, Mark? Women like this cry when land undercover brothers. Nothing to undercover brothers, especially in the church, once more than waiting forever. Hey, that's a good point there, Mark. I didn't even think about that. Oh, my God. Hey, man. Hey, Mark. Salute. Thank you for the holla. I appreciate you. Thank you. Right back at you with that green plate, man. Appreciate that, man. Let me go ahead and acknowledge that over here. Appreciate that. Yes, indeedy. That's a good one, man. Them undercover down low cats who can have their beard and don't got to worry about the pressure of going ahead and clapping those cheeks. Because Tyrone is already clapping his cheeks. All right, so it works both ways because even though she's waiting, he don't gotta wait and let. Better call Tyrone. Call him. Hey, for real, man, that's a good one. The trust says facts. Stay strong, Sheila. But did Sheila leave? Yeah, Alvin. Say, what's going on, Upper Man? Hey, good to see you, man. Good to see you. Not a penny for baby mama, says Jurgen. What city she's from? Alabama. Trust, this is Alabama. That video was an Alabama L. That was an Alabama L. She wants one of those Instagram guys. She might not be attracted to the men in her city. It's Alabama though, Trust. How many brothers in Alabama is really rocking like that? I mean, I'm not trying to diss Alabama like that, but 9 times out of 10, the women that call into Kendra's show is not looking for the men in Alabama or like states like Kentucky. You know, we already know the kind of dudes they're looking for. And we're not crapping on the well-to-do brothers in those states here. We just know that they're far, few, and in between when you're in Mississippi, when you're in Alabama, you know, you're in the outskirts, you know, in Louisiana and stuff like that. We know the game. We know the game. We know how that gets down here. You know what I mean? Let's see here. It says, she wants one of those, I already said that, country dudes, yeah. 11 years done passed, fam. Yeah. That's a hard 11 years, Lord have mercy. Let me do this here. Before I get out of here, guys, I'm about to get out of here in a second. Pooh Man, the best mod in the game, sent me something here. The best mod in the game just sent me something here. Hold on, guys. Pooh Man, the best mod in the game, just sent me something, y'all. Okay, these are, hey, you know, I'm only looking at one of them, Pooh Man. Pooh Man sent me 2 videos. I'm only gonna look at one of them right now. Hey, T. Lee just said, I'm glad you didn't say Arkansas. I know where you at, T. Lee. You know what happened, T. Lee? Hey, T. Lee, I had an old nigga moment, and that's why I didn't say Arkansas. Hey, T. Lee. Hey, if I can be 100% 100 with y'all in the chat here, the live stream, my AIC members here, hey, T. Lee, I just had an old nigga moment. That's why I didn't say Arkansas. You just got lucky because these grays were kicking in for a few minutes here. I said Mississippi and Alabama and Kentucky and in the outskirts of Louisiana. And I was like, damn, how could I forget about Arkansas? I don't know why I said Arkansas, T. Lee. Shout out to you, brother. Shout out to you. All right. Before I go, Pooh Man sent me a couple of videos here. I got to look at this. This is a complete blind game here now because I literally just got the email. You heard me say, what'd you send me, Pooh Man? So Pooh Man just sent me something here, and the email is titled Kendra's Pookies. Uh-oh. Hold on, I got a few minutes here. This is overtime. This is overtime now. I'm supposed to be leaving. I'm giving y'all a few minutes overtime here. All right, hold on. What we got here, Pooh Man? Oh, what? Hey, Pooh Man. This looks kind of suspect here, Pooh Man. Pooh Man, this looks suspect here, what you sent me. What the hell is this, man? Hold on, I'm going to a small box so y'all can see this Dusty here. Let's go.
Here you have it. I'm proud that you actually completed the task and made your profile. This is Timothy. He called me up this week. His username is 1055. Only one photo, though. One photo with the chest out. Don't forget, he's a trapper. Okay? Told you at the door. 28, no kids. But remember this. These are the type of women he does not want.
I ain't looking for no bomb-ass lady. You know what I mean? No bomb-ass bitch who love to go out there and drink and type shit. Like, looking for a bottle of sweet smoke weed. I'm looking for a lady who buy her business. You know what I mean?
And there you have it. If this is your man, shoot your shot. Send him a message right now or push that heart or the star or send him a gift. Search him by name, 1055 on the Kendra G Singles dating app. Kendra G Singles, the dating app, is available on iPhone. I'm proud that you actually completed the task and made your profile. This is Timothy. He called me up this week. His username is 1055. Only one photo, though. One photo with the chest out. Don't forget, he's a trapper.
Okay. Hold on. Pooh Man, why? Pooh Man, why you send this to me? Hey, what's going on, AO? AO in the building. Erica says, the gag is somebody will want him. Hey, you know what, Erica? I used to say T. Lee never lie. I'm gonna have to give you that designation. You ain't lying on this one. There is somebody from Kendra's show that's gonna mess with Timothy here. What did Missy Elliott say? It's me, and Timothy. Hey, I can't stand the rain. Remember? Hey, this ain't no Timberland. Hey, there is for every Pookie, there's a Pookisha for him. Erica's not lying, y'all. For every Pookie, there's a Pookisha. Remember that, y'all. Matter of fact, we need to get the numbers right. For every Pookie, there's 5 Pookishas. Hold on. Is my math right? If I'm wrong, correct me, guys. For every one Pookie, there's 5 Pookishas that is going to be in the game in rotating orbital order. This dude, Timothy, is probably cleaning up right now with his zesty chest out. Hey, y'all. Doesn't Timothy look like a tether? Hey, y'all. Hey, this looks like a suspected tether here. Hey, y'all. Hey, I said it. Upper Man says, hey, that dude, hey, I'm thinking of purchasing a couple of cruises, one for the fam and one for my wife. I've never been on a cruise, taking a vacation before. Hey, Upper Man, cruises are fun. Let me give you a word of advice. Word of advice. Make sure you get on a bigger boat. Whatever cruise line you pick, look at the different boats they have. Do not rock of a small boat, okay? You can see, avoid the smallest boats at all costs, okay? The smaller the boat, the less the activities, okay? You want to get on a bigger boat, number 1. Number 2, for room suggestions, do not do an interior room and do not do an exterior room. If you got the money to take a vacation, it needs to be a balcony room, no less than that. The type of rooms are interior staterooms, exterior staterooms. They have like a small, those exteriors have like the small little ocean view room, very small, like as big as a clock, but it's basically an interior room. The next size room, the third style room is a balcony. Then they have balconies and suites. I tell anybody, if you can afford the money, do not do those lower tier rooms. You want to do balcony, bare minimum, brother. Bare minimum. You are not going to be happy in those 2 lowercase rooms. You know why I can say that? Because I done them. Oh, man. All right. So, and on top of that, too, you want to go at least 4 days, 3 nights, you want to do that. And so depending on how much, if you're a big drinker, get that daily drink pass. If you're someone going to do 2 or 3 drinks, just pay for drinks out of pocket. There's my quick 2 seconds on going cruising. Hope that helps, Upper Man. Watch the full video. No, Pooh Man, you want me to watch the full, you want me to keep playing it? Nah, come on, Pooh Man. That's what you want me to do? He says, it's somebody for everybody. People be trying to discriminate and their lives be messed up. That dude, that Dave, he's a 4D chest trolling. He says, nah, he got a hair. No. He can have an FBA hairline. I'm looking at the face. Hey, that mug looks kind of Nigerian, trust. That looking kind of Nigerian there, brother. He says, he's an African king looking for a hood queen. Hey, come on, man. He said, do not use Carnival. Yeah, that too. Carnival's getting mad niggerish lately. Upper Man, Carnival is mad niggerish. Okay. Hey, just go on YouTube and type Carnival fights. And it seems like there's a fight every car. I mean, it'd be lit. You gonna get your boogie and partying on. Just know it's gonna be at least one fight every cruise ship. Yeah, avoid that. Erica says cruises are dope. It's a one-stop shop. The ship has everything. Yep, exactly, Erica. Yep, see? Erica can co-sign. Said, my next cruise, I want a balcony. Do not do those the 2 lower tier staterooms. Balcony or suite if you can afford it. Now, don't get it twisted. The interior rooms will cost you like $300 for the whole freaking weekend by yourself. If it's you and your wife, you're paying like $500, right? And you covered for the whole week, but you ain't gonna be happy. Do yourself a solid balcony minimum, okay? I'm thinking of doing the Disney cruises. Okay, that's not gonna be too bad. Yeah. I say get the drink. You're right. If you drink a lot, Jay, if you're not someone who drinks a lot, it's a waste of money. Like if you're someone who drinks 2 or 3 drinks and you barely can handle like a weak margarita, then don't do it. But if you are someone who can drink 4 or 5 drinks when it's party time at night, stuff like that, you're not going to be you do day drink, you're going to go to sleep, then get the drink passes. I'm next cruise I don't get the drink pass. But if you don't do that kind of drinking, just pay for a few drinks. Yeah. Let's see. Sheila says, I don't do cruises. All right, Sheila, that's not your get down. It's all good, girl. He says, I'm thinking of doing Disney cruises. Yeah, I saw that there. Okay. Yes, Dave said, nigga with the, yeah, I did, didn't I? You caught that, Jay, didn't you? You caught that. Thank you, Jay, for catching that. Yeah. Royal Caribbean's nice. Yeah, the newer, you're right, Erica. The newer Royal Caribbean boats, they're dope. They're good. Yeah, look into Royal Caribbean too. The newer boats. They actually just got a new boat, I think last year. The thing is huge. See, the bigger the boat, it's going to cost you more, but you have the more activities and things of that nature. You're going to have the clubs and the bars, the lounges, the additional restaurants, all the, the excursions that's actually on the boat, basketball, zip lining, all that stuff, So the bigger the boats means that the more activities. Yeah. It says, don't go on Carnival or fly Spirit. Oh, hell no. You just asking for trouble. You gonna fly Spirit and do Carnival? That's mad niggerish. Yeah. It says, I prefer to stay at a resort and explore the culture. That too. I mean, any way works, Clifton. Because, the resort is one way and the cruise is another thing as well. If you like the water and the view and scenery, you can't go wrong with either way, Clifton. You know what I'm saying? I like both. I like the boats and the scenery, so, you do both. Yeah. Yeah, and the casinos too. Yeah, if you're a gambler, the bigger the boat, you have more options to gamble as well. So you got that option. Hey, hold on. I will play the rest of this video for Pooh Man before I get out of here. I thought it was on repeat. I'll play the rest of it here, okay? Let's just play the rest of this here.
Okay? Told you at the door. 28, no kids. But remember this. These are the type of women he does not want.
I ain't looking for no bomb ass lady, not me looking for bomb ass bitch who love to go out there and drink and type shit. Like, looking for a bottle of sweet smoke weed. I'm looking for a lady who buy her business. You know what I mean?
And there you have it. If this is your man, shoot your shot, send him a message right now, or push that heart or the star, or send him a gift. Search him by name, 1055 on the Kendra G Singles dating app. Kendra G Singles, the dating app, is available on dating profile. This is Timothy. He called me up this.
All right, looks like that's on repeat. All right, Pooh Man, I did you a solid. All right, I did you a solid. Play the rest of the video, Pooh Man. Hey, Pooh Man, the second video that you emailed me, I'll keep that in line for the next live or the second live after. I actually opened up both. I got to see if that coincides here. I can't do too many more Pookies here. We're knocking on 3 hours. It says, got it. No Soul Plane, Spirit, or Kendra Cruises. No, don't do that. Don't do it. Kendra has never done this to the horrible woman on her show. Exactly, Jay. Good point. I want to see the videos of her clipping up with the women like that. You see, that's a great point, Jay. You're on it. You're on that, man. No lie. T. Lee says Kendra was acting like she didn't know what trapping was. She need to stop lying. Yeah, he didn't stop lying about that, T. Lee. You know how the game gets down, man. She over here bugging. She over here bugging and tripping, guys. Man, oh, man. But, hey, guys, that's going to be it. I think we're going to close down shop here, man. I got more content to talk about. I literally have more things, but, as the time goes on, we're here for 3 hours, it just flies by, So, he said, Grits says, Kendra, fake as F. Come on, man. Hey, Grits, if you were knocking on 50 and you didn't have the type of husband that you were looking for is not in sights, you'd be acting the same way, too. Hey, he says, I'll send you the full video. Okay, Pooh Man. If you send me the full video, then we'll dedicate a separate live to the Pookies. To the one you sent me and to another one here. If you send me the full one, I'll dedicate the first part of the live to that there. Hey, what's going on, Stillmatic? Salute to you. Salute to you, man. Grit says tragic. Hey, guys, so we're going to get out of here. we're going to get out of here, guys. We're going to go ahead and hit the road, Jack. So I need you guys to do a couple of things here before we get out of here, right? As you guys know, I'm going to say this every live stream here until this gets fixed here. Wait, hold on, sir. Hold on. Before I get to that, what you said, my question is, who would be on Kendra's app after seeing who she interrogates? I know, Upper Man. Who would want to do that? Like, if you're a guy, why would you want to take that chance where that she's going to publicly call you out, but she ain't going to do that to women? See, Kendra don't understand that she's messing up her money. Kendra, you're messing up your money. The men that you want on that app for the women who are signing up, they're not signing up because if there's anything on there, you're gonna mock them and clown them for some reason. You're right, man. She messed up her money and don't even realize it. You know? Kendra gonna get married at 70 years old. Hey, when we going live again? I'm hoping Monday. Hey, Upward Man, I'm not on call. I was on call this whole week, so I'm hoping to come back tomorrow. I'm not on call, so I hope to come back tomorrow. So, okay, guys, let's get it going here. As you guys know, I am shadow banned. YouTube does suppress the content for black content creators like me. Shout out to the FBA family. Be one in the house here. So I need you guys to do this favor for me. I need you guys to unsubscribe to the channel, then subscribe to the channel, then hit the bell notification. One more time, I need you guys to unsubscribe, then subscribe, then the bell notification. Because, you know, we're having some issues with that, we know, because we're being suppressed. So we just got to see what we can do to trigger the algorithm again. You know what I mean? Saying, y'all having a heat wave there, Dave? Yes. It was 104 yesterday with the heat index. When I started the live here, Ty Pro, it was 102 3 hours ago. It is nasty. We're gonna be in the hundreds for the next couple of days here, man. It's crazy. Kendra about to start a podcast. Oh Lord. Dave, I'm not subscribed. You're right. Oh damn, Trust. You rocking with me? You ain't subscribed? Yeah, you're not gonna get a notification, brother. You may get a pop-up on the algorithm, but you're not gonna get a notification. So unsubscribe, then subscribe, then the bell notification. Yeah, and that like button. Exactly. Man, same here, Dave. Orange is melted. It's bad, y'all. We got the AC is on blast right now, y'all. Got it. Should we wait a certain amount of time? No amount of time, Clifton. No amount of time. Just unsubscribe, then go ahead and subscribe, bell notification. Hey, Jay, appreciate you. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you. Yeah. I bet Houston is getting it bad right now. We cooking in Chicago. So as I'm getting out of here, guys, it is a heat wave out here. Stay safe. Be careful out there. You know what I'm saying? If you don't need to be out there for long periods of time, keep yourself cool. Hey, if your AC is broke, go somewhere where the AC is right. Okay? Because, hey, it's some nasty weather. I'm happy we're in the summertime, but it's not safe out there. But anyways, guys, I appreciate everybody for the tap in. Comment, like, subscribe, click on the bell notification below. As long as I don't gotta work tomorrow, I'll be back on Monday. You know? So, hey, shout out to Brooklyn, Erica. I'll be in New York in about another month and a half. That's my second home. I'll be in Manhattan probably in August. But on that note, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. If you guys came late, the replay gang is in your future. But on that note, I am that dude named Dave. I appreciate everybody that's came in on the tap in. And on that note, I'm out of here. Deuces, people.